He shot one shot at that point.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 63 of Two Nobodies with the Mic. Guys, sorry about last week. We know why you're all tuned in, and we're going to give the people what they want. But first, let me thank you guys for joining us today. Two Nobodies with the Mic. We are live on YouTube. We have my main to the right. Rafa's in the house. How you doing, man?
Good. Happy New Year, everybody.
Good
to be back.
Luke, associate producers in the house. What up, man?
What up?
Eddie Money, executive producer. Dr. Dre of this show.
What's up, man?
CJ, our beautiful brown brother. How you doing, CJ, man?
I'm doing good.
Little Ralph's in the house. What up, man? There he is. Everybody, thank you guys for joining us. We are an interactive show. Please feel free to ask questions, talk your shit, say how good I look after my double dose of Ozempic this week. I'm just dropping the LBs like crazy, man.
Couldn't tell if that was you or Jacob in that.
Yeah, right? Shout out to Hawks on the Cobes. He's on his way to Las Vegas, man. Amazing. Guys, we are the gambling show of record. Are we not?
We are.
But we do have a motto that we try to live by. Luke, do you know what that motto is?
Yes, sir.
What is it, man?
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser, man. And guys, we all know you're going to lose bets, but that applies to so much, Eddie Money. Don't be a loser, right, in life, period. Just gamble responsibly. Do the right thing. Bet your units, and we do not unit shame. So, guys, we had a good week last week.
Undefeated.
Yes.
4-0.
Maybe we should not try to give 18 blue chips out every week.
Yeah, we try to give people are degenerates when they listen.
I know, but
I got guys who text me, who do you like in this game? Who's playing? Ball State and Oaks Christian.
yes.
Basketball.
Takes Oaks every day.
It's at 9 a.m. I need something to start the day.
Take the Lions.
Yes, for
every
sure.
day. Guys, episode 63, you guys know how we do. Famous athletes who wore the number 63. I didn't even look it up.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. You got one?
Aaron Rodgers' favorite center, Corey Linsley, Los Angeles Charger.
Oh,
Linsley.
yeah.
Wow. You name a center.
Who the fuck is that?
I got Jeff Saturday.
Oh, Eddie, I can't believe you didn't know that. North Carolina.
North Carolina Tar Heel.
Wow,
yes.
right up.
Gene Upshaw wore 63 too, no?
Oh,
Man, CJ.
Man, that
That's
hurts.
pretty good.
How did I see the 1 week where I don't look up? Gene Upshaw. That's the real deal right there. Former, he wasn't the commissioner, but he was
one of those
the union rep. He was
or
the
whatever.
head dude, the head freaking dude in charge. Anyone else have a famous 63 Eddie Money out there in YouTube land?
63 is a tough number.
It is great Chevy Impala though.
Yes, very nice.
Guys, holiday giveaway. We had some issues come up last week. First show that we've ever canceled, by the way, in 62 weeks in a row.
62 weeks in a row.
Yes. Sometimes you just can't help some shit, man. And we're sorry about that. But I promise today that we are going to do our holiday giveaway of 1,000 doll hairs. That's going to happen very soon. So tune in, party people. Let us know that you're watching. Go ahead and give Eddie a shout out. Go tell CJ he's a beautiful brown piece of dark chocolate in the house. We have Luke here, our token white boy. With the
motherfucker's clear.
He's translucent.
Yeah,
that's how white he
seriously.
is. Unbelievable. But other than that, let's get into our blue chip recap real quick. Eddie Money, go ahead, man. Let us know how successful we were.
So last week we did go 4-0. We had the Steelers plus 3.5. They won outright.
Love that
We
game.
had the Raiders plus 3.5. That half saved us.
It did.
Jaguars -4.
Total ass whooping.
Yup. And we had Washington +4 also won outright.
Easy effing money on that Washington line. Never in doubt. Never was a doubt. It was always Washington from week 1. Right?
Damn right.
Yeah, this guy knows.
Damn right.
Week 0.
Week 0.
Damn right it was.
What do you think, little Ralphie? Yeah, he looks like the dude from South Park. The dude who has the shit over his face.
Oh, I love
Yes,
it.
right? Guys.
What do you got? Why are you raising your hand like if you're in fucking class?
Yes.
He's like, it's because I'm the black guy, so. Come on, man. Throw it out there.
So, we are here at the end of the college football season.
We've
We've been talking a lot of shit. We've been saying a lot. And I just want to say, fuck you, Rafa. The Pac-12
Wow.
is in the championship. All that shit you talked all year long. The Pac-12 is
It's
right.
still- the conference
I'm not
still
done.
sucks.
No, who's in the championship?
Wow.
The
Who's in
conference still
championship?
sucks.
Who's
I
not
don't
in the
understand.
championship? Who's not in the championship? The motherfucking bitch ass SEC.
Oh my
That's
God.
who's not.
How could you
know who's
say
in the
that?
championship?
All right.
The
Guys.
Pac-12.
Guys.
That's why he needs to raise his hand.
Yes.
Jesus
30
Christ.
seconds in, this guy was about to fucking burst over here. Looked like a fucking blueberry in Willy Wonka.
Raspberry.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
guys, we will talk about college
We'll
football.
get to that.
We promise we will get to that. Eddie Money, are you ready to do this? Are we ready to do the giveaway?
If you're ready, I'm ready.
Well, let's do it, man. We have.
Are you going to, is the camera going to go live to the spinner or no?
Yeah, it's going to go to the spinner. You guys won't be able to see it. Only I will. But I will announce it.
Guys,
All right,
we are
let's do
about
it.
to do our $1,000 holiday giveaway brought to you by CustomCarz.com. We want to thank everyone for their patience. All the people who thought we were full of shit. Guys, we have given away more than $5,000 on this fucking show.
Damn right. Listen, so when you win, send us a message through Instagram, right?
Yes.
Send us a message through Instagram, and then we will coordinate after the show on how to get you the money.
Yes.
Cash, Zelle, Apple Pay,
Pesos.
pesos, yes.
Yes.
We got rupees and all that, too.
However
so.
you like. And I hope everyone had a good Christmas, great New Year. And we're here for the people, man. We're always here for the people.
We got a couple of people in chat waiting. We have Tyrese, Michelle, and Moises all saying hello and ready for the giveaway.
Yes. I hope all 3 of you win. But there,
But there will only be one.
There will only be one, everybody.
We're posting the winner, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll post this.
I would love the winner to come next week and we could do the Price is Right thing where
Big check.
I give it away in $1 bills. We'll just do like a half hour, just me giving them $1 bills. That shit would go.
You
viral.
ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's
So here it
do
is.
people, man.
2 Nobodies, holiday giveaway. Eddie Money. You spinning?
Yep.
The wheel is a spinning. CJ,
Will
can you
have
see
been
it?
Spun.
Spinning and spinning and spinning.
What are you, fucking the Black Eyed Peas?
Yes.
I got
The
drum
Puerto
roll.
Rican Eyed Pea.
The winner is Brandon Rubio.
Oh my God!
Who is
no
that?
way.
You know him?
Yes, and they've been calling me all week about he better win. He better win.
Well, he won. Congratulations, Brandon Rubio.
Brandon Rubio. Congrats,
where's Brandon Rubio from?
Sylmar, California.
Sylmar, California.
Hey.
Brandon Rubio. Send us a message.
Yes.
If-
we'll be out of the country. Actually, we're all leaving. This will be our last show.
all
We're
leaving.
packing show.
We're
I
outta here.
just filed bankruptcy on 2 Nobodies.
We were just
Congratulations.
bought by the Saudis.
Good luck finding my ass.
So, congratulations, Brandon Rubio. And we'll send us a private message and we'll get you your money.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys, everyone. I know it was a process, right? We try to get it right. We'll be better next time. We'll be more clear and more whatever it is. But hey, F you guys. We just gave you guys $1,000.
Damn right.
If I want to be
No
difficult,
purchase necessary either,
Yeah.
by the way.
Freaking-
Not, you didn't have to buy a damn
Yeah.
thing. Make sure you clip that.
Yeah. Please do.
I like it a lot.
Please do. Congrats to everyone. And guys, real quick, we just want to thank everyone who supports us, our wives, our family, our day ones, Rick Flores, Uncle Zero, Michelle, Antonio. We've had some people, sticking by us, and we appreciate you guys. And please spread the word, man. We're only we're here to help the people and then spread the good word. So congratulations one last time, Brandon. And you'll get your money soon, man. What else we got? What's next on the agenda? Are we firing people?
Oh, let's fire some people.
That's fired, guys. If you guys know the deal, every week we do a simulated firing, which we love to do.
I'm firing.
Let's go. Who's
I'm
up
firing
first?
off first. Tommy Reese, offensive coordinator, Alabama. Bro, how bad were you?
Woo!
How bad were you?
Pretty bad.
In our group text, I even thought Bama needed to get the ball first in overtime because they were not. It wasn't gonna go the way.
Yeah.
You called. There were 3 timeouts fucking called, or 2 timeouts called there at the end of the game, and that's the play you ran. Like, bro, are you out of your mind? Like, what were you thinking? And then on second down, I thought on second down is when they should have ran the ball with the quarterback, not on third down.
How do you like all the memes where it says like play you running for the national championship and it has like the quarterback NFL like playing with the quarterback power?
Yeah.
Dude, it was bad. Play calling was atrocious for that offense for Alabama. Really, really bad.
But think about this, Rafa. Can you name an Alabama receiver? Who here can name an Alabama receiver?
Burton's going to be top 10.
Ja'Cory Brooks.
Top 10, top 15 guy. The receiver, listen, the offensive line was trash.
They've been trash.
They played the number one. We thought was the number one defense all year long, and we thought we're the best team all year long.
That center sucks. He just entered the
Oh,
transfer
of course he
portal
entered the
today.
transfer portal.
this-
He's gonna fucking go play in fucking Idaho State.
I was grinding my teeth.
Yes.
He was garbage.
Yeah.
Bro, he cost him on one drive 19 yards.
19 yards.
That was ridiculous.
Also, the play calling, the last drive that you had 50 some odd seconds when it was 20-20 before overtime, the play calling there, like, I mean, get your quarterback in rhythm. You know they're going to play a little bit softer. Let me get a 5-yard out. Let me get a quick slant. Let me maybe get a wide receiver screen. Let me get something. The quarterback was never in
I thought
rhythm.
the screen game was missing big time.
Big time.
You got to get the quarterback in rhythm, like you said.
Yeah, and you got to, dude, you had to get outside. Michigan is way too big up front. The play calling was atrocious by Tommy Reese in Alabama. And there's a guy I follow, he's a sports gambler, and which is not technically it's not a fucking strategy, Jesus Christ. Try and say that. I don't know. But anyways, a gambling method where he always will look at a big game, and if ESPN does a cover story on that team, if that's on the lead on ESPN.com, he bets the other team. The story that morning was how Tommy Reese changed that offense at Alabama. Like, bro, you scored
the
20
worst.
Yeah. Bro, don't forget, in week 3, in their third game, they had like 2 different quarterbacks against South Florida. They scored like 9 points.
They're going to do a special. I mean, think about Lane Kiffin, Sarkisian, Bill O'Brien. I mean, that's who changed that fucking offense.
100%.
Not
Sark
this
was
fucking
a
guy.
monster on that offense.
Sark was, and Kiffin was
And
amazing.
Kiffin was
too.
great too. All have gone on to better
Yeah.
jobs. Fucking Tommy Reese, go and coach fucking, I don't know,
Yeah,
Wyoming State.
Relievers at Ole Miss.
It was
in baseball.
It was bad.
The College of Biblical Studies.
Yes,
Yeah.
seriously, who lost by 80 the other day.
The offense on both sides, though, for most of that game was
That's
pretty
only Michigan. I mean, listen, I know you're a Michigan homer and all the bullshit. That's the offense. There ain't nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, their offense ain't good. No shit.
No, I was watching
Bama's defense wasn't good.
We'll talk about that later. Let's get it. Who else wants to
By
fire
the way,
somebody?
it was the winners. It was just a 16th birthday. So if I'm 16, I'm getting $1,000.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you know what? Can we cancel that? There was fine print. You had to be 17 to win the money. Respin that shit. I'm just joking. Relax.
Who's firing somebody next?
By the way, real quick, Pacers know how to hit the over 150 to 116 to end the fourth.
150?
Dude, last time they played, they scored 309.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Atlanta and Indiana.
Jesus.
Indiana, we told you weeks ago, guys.
We told you at the start of the
At
season.
the start of the season, you gave the
And
alert.
we give you guys, and we can't give it to you every day.
Yeah.
Pay attention, baby.
They keep
You fired somebody?
They keep breaking like the record of highest over.
Oh, it's every week.
Freaking unbelievable, man.
260, whatever.
Yes.
It's insane. You fired somebody?
ESPN
Oh.
values college women's basketball at $65 million per year, I am the biggest women's college basketball fan. I had
You
us
are.
sitting
We
here
know this.
watching
Yeah, I know
Caitlin
this,
fucking
yes.
Clark and Joanna Man fucking going on each other. Zing!
Yes.
Okay.
However, if you're going to sit here to my face and tell me that women's college fucking basketball is $65 million per year, to nobody should be valued at fucking $180,000 million.
We have to understand
Thank you, CJ.
that's a lot of basketball, and
A lot
I
of
don't-
basketball nobody's watching.
Well, you know what?
But they do something very deceiving that Eddie noted the
Yes.
other day in our group chat.
So trip out on this. So when you're going through, you're scrolling through your Comcast, your AT&T, your DirecTV, and I looked the other day. I'm like, North Carolina, Ohio State basketball. Oh, shit, I didn't know this was going on. Boom, you click women's basketball. They do not note it anymore.
Oh, that it's women's.
Whether it's women's or men's, which that used to be a thing. Go check out your guide. I mean, it'll say North Carolina Duke. You put it on, and there's a bunch of chicks playing.
Joanna Man and
So, I mean, I don't know. 65 million, you know, like Penn State makes 65 million just from men's football a year. Listen, Hollywood, ESPN, when you talk about the bottom line, it has to be money. I don't understand how you keep making these movies that no one's watching. You can keep putting on like who's doing the advertising. The bottom line has eventually the money will dictate where this thing goes, and either ESPN goes down with the ship.
Well, it's already going down.
already going down.
And
It's been
because
going down for a while.
It's been going down because they're doing the same bullshit where they're doing this, where it's women's sports. Like you turn it on and it's like, and like a main game at 4:00, like on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night when there's plenty of college basketball and it's like women's basketball.
yeah, I don't get it.
And it's like, dude, like they're trying to force feed
it,
it.
yeah.
They're trying to force it on you and force it on you. And at the end of the day, they have so much money coming in from other places that it's like, we're just going to take this as a fucking loss and chalk it up as a loss.
I heard they're going to give Caitlin Clark like 4 more years of eligibility because she's the biggest
only one
draw.
people watch.
Just on the State Farm commercial.
Dude, she is fun to watch, though.
She is amazing.
She
to
is
watch.
fun to watch.
She's very
The
good.
Pistons are tanking for her.
Zing, good one there, Eddie Money. But that's a good firing. Like I said, keep on making movies that no one's gonna watch. Keep on posting shit. Advertisers are not gonna pay for no one. I mean, no one's watching NBA basketball, let alone on Christmas Day. You guys saw the numbers.
Oh, those are brutal.
I mean, the NFL ran Christmas
Ran
Day.
it.
Ran it.
Ran it.
That used to be my favorite,
Yeah.
second favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
First day of March Madness and NBA Christmas
Yes.
games. And now they're fucking...
The Raider and Chiefs game, I think it was 27.9 million.
Jeez.
The Lakers Celtics was 2.7. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I mean, if you're not watching men's basketball, who the F is watching women's basketball?
Me.
So and listen, my daughter, sports maniac, she hates it. She hates it. It's just, it is what it is. And you guys do your thing. We'll do our thing. Hate us, like us, share us. Just, I don't care.
Truth.
The truth, yes.
You firing anybody, Eddie Money?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire the referee in the Colts Raiders game.
Let's hear. Oh,
Jack Jones.
Listen, bad call. Or you know what? The one thing they didn't give, obviously he didn't, he reacted to the ball, right?
Perfectly.
But they don't give the angle of whether he was set up offsides or not. They never show that. And that's why,
yeah, that angle's never shown.
Right?
All the memes, on all the memes that everybody's posting and everybody's pissed off about, you never
you
get the
never
sideline.
see that. You never get that sideline.
No.
He didn't jump, but he might have been.
He might have started
lined
offside.
up. So
he might have lined up offside.
yeah,
So,
and that's
but
me
anyways,
as a Raider fan.
you being a Raider homer, it's a great firing, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, we could potentially be
In the mix.
in the mix right now. Also, apparently,
In the
we're playing everybody this week for some reason.
Josh Jacobs is not playing.
No,
He
but
hasn't
said-
played.
No, he said AP said if everyone that's healthy is gonna play.
Why
Well,
not?
as they should.
It's the fucking last game of the year. What the fuck else you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna be on vacation for the next 5
Yeah.
months.
That's
And you're probably gonna start the next season on vacation too, because you ass anyway.
And then this is a big week for the Santiago's and Brown
Oh,
rivalry.
this is true.
I mean, Mia's
this is
Mia's
oh.
wardrobe is on
on the line?
is on the line right here.
Oh, and it's against Stidham.
Yes, did him. Yes.
I
So
like that.
He's an end of the week trooper.
yes, go ahead, Luke. Who you gonna fire, man?
So I got two. One really quick one. NFL for letting Brad Allen ref the Steeler game tomorrow.
Ooh, he should have been suspended. You
That's
think?
ridiculous. You remove them from the playoffs and then you put them back into a primetime game for a team that's fighting for their playoff lives. Again, we've put ourselves in that.
Lamar's not playing.
Still though, like
Fuck you mean
it's
still?
the Steelers Ravens. Throw the record books out. They always play each other
Lamar's
tough.
not playing.
Dude, last year, people
That was
forget it was a great game.
that was
with
a great
Tyler
game.
Huntley.
Remember that?
With Tyler
At the
Huntley.
1 yard line, he fumbled
Yep.
or some shit like
No, that was against the Browns.
Was it?
I mean, the Bengals. Sorry, in the playoffs,
Yeah, he fumbled. In
which
the
they should have
playoffs.
won that
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, my main one, I'm hiring / piggybacking off of
Alright.
CJ's firing of ESPN.
Look at that,
But
Luke creating jobs out here.
Jobs.
hiring Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, if you want to join the Two Nobodies network,
We're hiring.
We're hiring. So
We don't got money, but
yeah, but
we
You could have some great Silver Oak wine.
You can pay us.
Pat.
Yeah,
This is the shit
we can
right here.
diversify your audience.
I'll
Yeah,
get 2
right.
bottles.
But biggest thing, so this week in Pat McAfee world, it's been a little crazy. Rogers goes on there, makes a joke about Jimmy Kimmel being on the Epstein list.
That was great.
The next day, Kimmel comes out, threatens to sue Aaron Rodgers for defamation.
Who
calls-
fucking
A comedian.
yeah,
fucking bitch.
yeah,
Of all
like,
people.
By the way, that
it was
his
soft.
best friend was the pilot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
Hey,
but it
just
was
saying.
soft. But
Just
so
saying.
today, then Pat McAfee goes on the next day, issues an apology, being like, "Hey, my bad. I should have, been like, it's a touchy subject."
Why is it Pat's fault?
As the host, he
It's
was
his guy,
just
he should've-
taking
Eat off
the
of
high
Rodgers.
road. But today, Pat McAfee, about halfway through his show, basically sits down. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to get on a more personal note. I'm a little pissed, and I think he regrets this ESPN deal now." But he goes, "My lead boss, Norby Williamson, who I think is the president of radio
sabotaging
or
his
something,
show.
he's basically trying to sabotage McAfee.
Yeah.
He's like, they're spreading false stories, all these things. And if you have paid attention to the McAfee world at all, it's obviously been a meteoric rise since even before he was at
took over
Barstool.
college football this year. Him
Absolutely,
and Dion.
absolutely.
But even before that, he's just been
Yeah.
he's
like
trending
a rocket.
way up.
crazy. I think what we're seeing now is McAfee is regretting being with ESPN, going all in with ESPN. What he was doing last year, where he was, on game day, he was sidelined for the college football playoff with his crew.
Mm-hmm.
Now taking but still with DraftKings with his show.
Yeah.
Now taking the whole thing there, I do think it was the right move in the sense you always want to be trending upward. You want to go to the mothership. But good for him for being well, fuck you guys. I don't want
He
this
has all the
shit.
leverage here. He's saving this network.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than Luke.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Giggity.
And this is the same thing, and it's just sports related, but it's people, NCAA, ESPN, sports, everything. People who do what they want, and say what they want. These institutions, the NCAA with Jim Harbaugh, ESPN with Pat McAfee, when you cannot hold somebody and silence them and make them say what you want them to say, you start to get issues. Jim Harbaugh doesn't say what the fuck he wants to say. ESPN is blackballing Jim Harbaugh. Pat McAfee says what the fuck he wants to say. ESPN starts to blackball Pat McAfee. It's just people say what they want to say. And
ESPN
institutions
is
don't
no one to blame but themselves because as Barstool avid fans, about I think it was 8 years ago, they tried to launch Barstool Van Talk with Big Cat and PFT, where they would take sports people. Dan Patrick was their first guest. They released one episode. ESPN canceled it because they weren't fans of Portnoy. McAfee started at Barstool. It's ESPN, if you don't like what he's saying, what he's doing, did you not watch a single minute of any of his shows? Did you not watch Aaron Rodgers on there for years shit talking the NFL, shit talking
Everything.
COVID, everything?
You have to understand.
And Aaron Rodgers is the biggest
ESPN
draw.
is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
This shouldn't shock anybody. It's the best move they've made.
Good point.
And guys,
Well, after shedding everything that they did too, where they fired all these personalities.
Fired Ed Werder, man.
they fired everybody because
Van Gundy.
they don't have the support. They don't have the, you know why? Because they're playing women's basketball every 32 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
And field
revenue.
hockey.
It's a money thing. It's a math thing. You can keep going woke and whatever direction you want. At the end, the books have to balance, and they're hurting their bottom line, which is money, and it has to eventually work out. And I guarantee you, this guy, He's going to apologize. I guarantee.
Or they're going to move him somewhere.
He's taking McCarthy or McAfee out to that awesome St. Elmo's fucking steak place in Indiana. And
really quick before we move on, Robert Griffin just reported on Twitter. He goes, just spoke with Pat. What inspired him to do that today? Because it wasn't. His guys were caught off guard. If you watch it today, they're like, oh shit, he's actually doing this. Watching the Cat Williams interview, and he goes, you know what, like. Cat Williams is a point where if you've watched the Cat Williams thing at all, he's called out like everyone, called out Rogan, called like he didn't give a fuck. Yeah. And McAfee kind of was just like, I'm not doing. Like I've worked too hard to get here. He's like, I don't care who's signing my checks. Like I'm gonna protect my baby. I'm gonna and good for McAfee, like protecting his boys. Like people don't realize all those guys that work with him aren't like, oh, this guy was at WFAN or this guy was
like,
they
were like us. They're like all boys. Nobodies.
They grew up together. They grew up. Like, all of them grew up together. There's one guy that McAfee had to fire because he said something, like, pretty crazy on Twitter one night. But everyone else, like, those are his boys from when he was
what did
childhood.
RG3 say?
So RG3 said, just spoke with McAfee. Pull it up right now. Apparently, so just spoke with McAfee. Apparently, according to him, watching the Cat Williams drama unfold the last few days is what inspired Pat to call out ESPN, just like Cat called out Hollywood and all the big reporters. What is going on in this world, but it's so fun to watch, and I'm here for it.
Listen,
and that's RG3, who works for ESPN, too.
The one person I feel like can get away with this because people love him and they love is Chuck. Chuck Barkley, man. He's made a business of ruffling feathers, telling the truth. No matter right or wrong, he's going to give his feelings. And that's where we need media to go to. That's why we started this podcast, because we're tired of the bullshit, and we wanted to say what we thought, the truth. No one pulling our strings. You know, bye, 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 and all that shit.
Clip all of that.
So, guys, I'm not going to fire anyone.
You're not firing anyone.
I'm not firing anyone. I want to hire. Oh. Well, go ahead.
Oh, Zach is back in the chat. So Rafa and I are big supporters of women's sports.
We love you, Zach.
Oh, man.
We love you, Zach.
What is up with my mic, man? This shit is spinning everywhere today.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen on McAfee's show, Eddie Money.
I'll fix that.
Come on, man.
I'll fix that.
Shit's spinning all over the place.
Zach was in my DMs this week.
Ooh.
Did you say
Send him the digits?
Giggity.
How did he say that?
Yeah.
Jay's going to get upset.
I know.
Guys, let's move on to NFL recap. Last week of the NFL regular season, we have some scenarios where, you know, a lot of teams are playing for nothing. A lot of teams are playing for their lives, for home field advantage. We have all that good shit. NFL Week 18 brought to you by CUSTOMCARZ, custom with the K, cars with the Z.com. Go check out that website. Thank you for your sponsorship, CUSTOMCARZ. This is it, guys. Before the playoffs start, who doesn't love the NFL playoffs?
Oh,
It's the best.
only the best.
I love it.
I love the 2 weeks before the playoffs, with the playoffs, just like all the playoff scenarios, you know, guys selling out, announcers you can tell are like into it more too. And with how crowded the last two seeds are for the AFC, I'm not entirely sure what the NFC looks like, but it's like,
It's crazy.
Eddie and I were talking out on the drive here. There's like 12 different scenarios that can happen for like
insane.
each team to get in.
The year of the backup quarterback, man. It's insane. But
It is.
let's get it. Let's get into it, man. Saturday games. What you got, Eddie Money?
So we got a big game for the Steelers. Steelers at Ravens. Steelers -3. Over under 35.
So Steelers need a miracle anyways to get in, though.
No.
The fuck they don't.
We have the
100
most
scenarios.
We have the most scenarios.
You
to
have
get
the
in.
most scenarios because you have the least amount of percentage to actually get in this thing.
We have a
you need
48% chance. It's the second highest.
48%.
Yeah.
I'm 99.9%. You're
a lot
fucking absolutely wrong. 100%.
The Steelers, it's very simple to get in.
Yeah.
First, you have to win. There's
Okay.
a way you can get in if you lose, but you have to win.
Right?
Miami either beats Buffalo. If Miami beats Buffalo, we're in. Doesn't matter what else happens. Miami beats Buffalo, we're in.
Not a likely scenario.
Right.
I think Miami beats Buffalo.
Buffalo's -3
The guy
on the
who
road.
just said that Buffalo has the best roster in the NFL.
Yes,
Well,
he
no,
did.
no,
Yeah,
the roster's
I did.
different.
I did, but
Roster's different
Miami's
action.
still playing for a top two. Is playing for a 2 and a 3 seed. Difference between one home game and possibly two home games is a big thing in the NFL playoffs. Secondly, the other one we have, if Jacksonville just loses, And Mike Vrabel's all hyped up. He's like,
Oh, yeah, I like this game. I
love, which we'll get to, but I love what Vrabel all week. He's like, I'm fucking tired of losing. And he's hyping the boys up. So
he needs Jacksonville to lose. He needs Buffalo to lose.
No, we need one of those to happen.
No. Ralphie, little Ralph, do me a favor. Go right there, right next to the washing machine. There's the cowbell. You can
bring
find
that
it
out.
So the Steelers are going to make it in 60% of the time. Every time? Is that what you're trying to fucking say? Like, I mean, what's
Like
going on here?
Anchorman?
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be hard.
Of course it is.
But
guess who has the easiest scenario? All the other fucking teams but the Steelers. Buffalo wins, they're in.
Yeah, Buffalo wins it in. I don't think Buffalo wins.
Okay, but Buffalo wins and they're in. The only way Buffalo cannot be in is if Steelers win and Buffalo loses. Then, yeah, that's the only scenario for Buffalo being out.
I thought Buffalo also, if the Steelers win, Jacksonville wins, and Houston wins, I thought they were also out.
Buffalo's 10-6.
Eddie Money, can you help us out here? We're confusing the fucking people.
Listen, Colts are in, and Colts or Texans are in with a win.
Winner, that is
Jags win, they're in.
Yes.
Okay, so
let's just go over this game. What's going to happen?
Pull up the Steelers scenario for a second so we can understand the bullshit that Luke is
This
gibbering.
is how the Steelers can clinch a playoff berth. With a Pittsburgh win and a Buffalo loss. Or a Steeler win and Jacksonville loss.
It's 2.
Or Steeler win and Houston and Indianapolis tie. Or this is like more so ties, but the ones I said are the more.
So 3
realistic.
scenarios.
Those are the 3.
Guess who doesn't have those 3 scenarios? The Jaguars, the Colts, and the Texans. And the Bills. So how the fuck do you have a better chance of getting in than the other 4 teams I just named?
Yeah, the other team is more so winning.
It's just a straight. It's
but
winning.
those teams are playing. This is why I like the Steelers better. The Steelers are playing a bunch of
that's not why you like the Steelers. The fact that you have a Steelers hat on
Corduroy.
from fucking 1962
Corduroy
makes it
Steeler hat.
It's so nice.
It's a beautiful hat.
Beautiful.
It was the first fucking corduroy product ever printed in the United States of America.
I don't think he's ever heard Harbaugh as an underdog.
Yeah. So
70% against the spread, by the way.
I understand what you're saying. But at the end of the day, Steelers at the Ravens, Steelers -3. I like the Steelers, man. I like the Steelers.
After all that,
I still like I like the Steelers.
Luke, pull up your zipper, your Homer showing. Yes.
We're going to blue chip the Steelers at the Ravens. Ravens don't have to get in. Hundley's a quarterback. He's a player. I like him. The line, I still think I like the Steelers with Mason Rudolph. No doubt about it.
Well, I mean, their offense is going off. They're scoring 33 points a game now. I mean, it's crazy.
Tough game. It's on the road. How much does Baltimore play? How much do the starters play?
Yeah.
Lamar for sure is not playing.
Yeah.
they announced the whole starting receiving corps is out too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why would you risk
Why
any
would
of
you
those
risk
guys?
anybody? Kyle Hamilton, why would he play?
Yeah.
And he's been getting hurt lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we're going to take the Steelers -3 to kick off your weekend. Steelers -3 at the
Book it.
Ravens. That's your first blue chip of the weekend.
Cowbell, bang, bang. More cowbell, baby.
Eddie Money, is this game right? Texans at the Colts? It's at the Colts? Double check that, por favor.
Double checatear.
That's the next game. It's on Saturday night. It's a win and in scenario. It is the Texans at the Colts. Texans -1. We're going to give you another blue chip in this game, baby, right here. We
More
are going to
cowbell.
take Gardner Minshew and the Indianapolis Colts at home +1.
Minshew made it.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact about Gardner Minshew:
He's the little boy?
his dad wanted to name him Beowulf.
Wow.
Wow, he's not white
Well, good thing he didn't.
at all. The
Beowulf.
fuck? Beowulf. What's your son's name? Beowulf?
It's Beowulf.
Jesus Christ. Gardner Minshew, the Colts at home
Tim Biaka.
+1. I like the Colts.
Do you
Hey, rookie coach, rookie quarterback. I'm going to take the Colts instead.
Jonathan Gannon's been
With
so good. This
CJ
year.
Stroud against that trash defense?
It's okay.
They're missing they've already ruled out a bunch of guys starter-wise for the Texans.
Eddie likes the Texans. It's all right.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna
This
take
is the guru.
I'm gonna go against the rookies. The rookie quarterback, the rookie coach
In week 18.
in week 18. I mean, on the road.
This
On
is,
the road.
You're the guru. Don't explain yourself.
He's been big time. I gotta explain
No, you
myself.
gotta explain yourself.
CJ's been big time. We know he's the offensive rookie of the year. He's absolutely a stud. But it's week 18. It's a different. This is for all the marbles. Last time he played for all the marbles, they lost. Just letting you know. Just so you know.
Let's move on.
Colts. Let's go.
Let's go. Try that St. Elmo's shrimp cocktail. It's supposed to be amazing.
It's going to be crazy in Indianapolis.
That
tomorrow,
is
by the
your
way. Saturday night. It's going to be rocking.
Saturday
McAfee's going to be there. Saturday games. Saturday night.
Yes.
Huge game tomorrow night. I'm pumped for it.
So fun.
You got a great 3 days of football again.
Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal 3 days. Sunday, Browns at the Bengals. Bengals -7. Browns will not play anyone. They don't care. This game doesn't matter for the Browns.
Yeah.
If Browning's playing in the Bengals, throw some money down on the Bengals, man.
Oh, for sure.
Brownings look good.
Would like to hint to throw. I would put some money on the over in this game. Every single game that the Browns have been away, they've hit the over.
Because their defense
Their
is
defense-
trash.
Their
That's
defense-
only good
and Browning has played to the over more than he's played to the under. So keep an eye on that total, 37.5. Keep an eye on the weather. Vikings at the Lions. Lions -3. Are Lions playing for anything?
Negative.
No, they've clinched the division.
clinched the division.
Two for the two. No, they won the division. I think they're playing for the 2 seed.
So the Lions need to win. I like the over in this game.
I think if they win, Dallas loses. They get the
Then
2
they're in.
seed.
Can
Yeah.
we recap that last week since we weren't here last week? The Dallas, the overtime, the unhinging of Dan Campbell.
That was brutal, man. You saw the guy report. I mean, that's something. And I'll be honest with you, and I'm sure we all can say this. The NFL has how many cameras on the field for every game, right? When
angle.
a ref makes a mistake like that, he should be buzzed down. Because if we can see it, if we can see that is a penalty on something that the refs made a mistake on. They can make a mistake on holding, pass interference, stuff like that. But this, before a play, this is brutal.
Do you think the refs should have to talk to media after something like this?
Well, they do. It's such bullshit how the NFL does this. They allow one reporter to meet with the head ref of every single game, after every game. And they have a word for it. I forget what it is. But he's allowed to ask, it's basically like a game of 20 questions.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't get super specific. And then that reporter has to go and report to the reporter's room.
Do you think that refs should have to talk to media like players and coaches do?
It wouldn't allow it.
I don't think.
No,
I don't
no.
think so.
Until there's full-time referees, that'll never happen.
There'll never be full-time
And there
referees
never
because
will
guess
be.
what? There's no fucking full-time
There's
games.
no full-time games.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I
they
don't-
make
until
over
the- until
$300
the
grand a year.
NFL
at
They
this
can
point.
make whatever they want. That's their job. The league makes that amount of money. They're qualified, or some not qualified, but they're technically qualified. That's their job.
The only
I don't
way
give a
it
fuck if they
happens-
make $300,000 or $1 million. Everyone makes a mistake, but when you have technology,
Yes.
at a incredible technology in the NFL, you have fucking cameras on pylons. You have
On refs.
On the goalposts. Fucking
That right there is something that you need to look at and say, hey, the way that how the college football buzzes in for a play, targeting or whatever. Remind me to talk about college reffing after this when we get into college. But remind me, CJ, please.
I got you.
But I think they should have definitely buzzed in.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like something.
There's that situation. We all know that was bullshit. We all saw what happened. Dan Campbell informed them about the
Pre-game.
play. It's just a horrible call. But now, listen, there's being aggressive and there's being reckless. My God, they're at the 6-yard line. Kick the fucking extra point, Dan Campbell. Don't go. It's like a poker player going on a bad beat.
Yeah, and
That was bad.
And then they get lucky and get the offsides on Micah, and they get back the ball at the 2, right? But still, you should have kicked
Yes.
to tie the game. I understand it's on the road, but I understand going for the win on the road at the 2. Yeah. I don't understand going for the win at the 7.
Yeah.
So
They
it's a
had
little
3
different.
times. There was 3 timeouts called. There was penalties. Everyone had time to gather themselves. It was too late. I'm a big Dan Campbell guy. Everyone knows I love me some Dan Campbell. But that was the moment seemed to, I don't know. It was unhinged.
He had made up his mind.
Because he did come out. He's like, I told the guys, if we had 5 holding penalties straight on the 2-point conversion or whatever, and we had to keep going, he's like, we're going for 2. What's
I don't know
flying?
about that.
What's flying? That's what Campbell said to the
I don't know about
guys.
going for it on.
But
Not a chance.
the
He really,
50,
there's not a chance he really.
that's just
fucking
who he
said
is.
that.
But I think the biggest thing that's flying under the radar is Jared Goff. So there's the call, replay the try. Micah Parsons jumps off sides. They redid the try. So remember, they had 3 tries, and they're back at the 2-yard line. Jared Goff, like, I watched the game, he just puts a little air on that toss to, I think it was Cephas or something.
Yeah, and it's a touchdown. It's a conversion.
And
It's
it was
converted.
like,
it was low. It was into the ground.
It was into the ground.
He was bowling for dollars.
Yeah, he needed to. If he lobs that pass, because the corner, if you look at it, is super out of position.
Oh, yeah.
The top receiver who's
Those
running
Dallas
the route,
corners
which
are
was
overrated as fuck.
100%. The top receiver, who was St. Brown, was nowhere near where his corner could jump the lane and like possibly knock down or make the tackle. You put a little bit of touch, you win the game. And that's what's obviously the ref
It's
thing
almost
is
like
the
there's a
biggest
whole
thing.
bunch of shit that rattled them for some reason. Why? I mean, why could he make a bad throw?
But that's what Jared Goff does.
Yeah,
That's who he is. Yes.
Come on.
No, he made some mistakes. He made some bad throws, Eddie. But still, at the end of the day, the refs they need to be held accountable. It's such an easy fix because we've seen them on certain plays where they pick up flags because they get buzzed in. Oh no, that wasn't it. Blah 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 blah. Like, listen, 12 men on the field is one, and the reporting of a receiver should be another review. Any call pre-snap besides false start.
Yeah.
And if a guy's lined up and a guy being lined up offside should be buzzed down within the last 2 minutes of the game. That should be an automatic.
Listen, the NFL got into bed with DraftKings, all these gambling things. There's too much money on the line. You chose to get in bed with these. There's too much money on the line. You got to get it right now because people's mortgages
everything.
and marriages are on the fucking line. And you got what you wanted. Everyone's watching because everyone's gambling on it. You got to get it right, NFL. You have to. People are jumping off fucking there in Miami.
Well, did you see what the NFL did? They sent video, like descriptions, to every team of how to properly report into the refs.
Bullshit.
They sent that to
they
every
fucking
team.
talk to the ref. What else do I need to do?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Should I bring you a card?
Let's move
The
on.
player did it right where
Let's move on.
he went like this, showed the number. It's ridiculous.
But,
So anyway, yes.
SF818 said, sounds like the refs had the same questions from the one reporter like Sleepy Joe.
Oh, I like that. I like it. That's a good one.
That's for the. Go ahead.
Michael Brown said they couldn't stop them. They had to go for it, and that is the DNA of the team, hence why they went for 2.
Throw 8 guys, like I was saying, on fucking CeeDee Lamb. You would have done pretty good, Samuel.
I mean,
he was.
Zach also agrees with MB. He said, good observation, MB.
MB, yes.
Family stays together.
Yes. So, guys.
Bulldogs. Vikings at the Lions. I like the over 45.5. We're going to blue chip that. Fuck
Bang,
it.
bang.
Over 45.5. Lions, Vikings.
Another great game on the docket right here. You said you loved it.
Jags at the Titans. I like this game.
Yes.
And I hate Mike Vrabel. I think he should have been fired long ago.
Man, I don't know how you hate Mike Vrabel.
Jags -4. I mean, listen, last year at the end of the year, Titans had a chance to get into the playoffs, and they lost this game to the Jags. Ryan Tannehill wasn't able to play, and they had to play the kid Willis, who was just
God, it was bad.
really bad. And they should have won that game. They were way in that game. Couple bad coaching decisions. I think Vrabel gets payback, and they win this game outright.
Yee.
Titans beat the Jags, and hopefully the Jags miss the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping for. Fuck Trevor Lawrence.
Shocker.
There's also a trend that follows this that I wanted to talk about before, but I forgot. Since 1990, eliminated teams playing teams that need to win over the final 2 weeks of regular season are 164-4 against the spread, so 61%.
Wow. So teams that have nothing to play for cover the spread.
Yes, we're going to blue chip the Titans.
Sounds like parody.
People think
I like it a lot.
We'll get into that
We'll
later.
get into that
as well.
later.
some people reports are saying Vrabel is coaching as a trial to the Patriots this weekend.
Thank God. He needs to leave the Titans. But anyways.
Yeah, the rumor is whatever they trade Belichick for, they're going to use that to trade for Vrabel.
I like it.
Get Vrabel for free by week 3 next year. But anyways, Titans +4 at home against the Jags. Jags playing for all the marbles.
Yep.
Take the Titans +4. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This next game.
Zach has a good question for you.
Yes, let's hear it.
He said, who does Rafa hate more, Jags or the Seahawks?
Oh, Jags, 100%. Jags, there's no doubt about it.
Trevor Lawrence has changed that franchise.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence. I hate Trevor Lawrence more than I hate the city of Seattle. Wow, that's tough to say.
That's
Fuck.
a lot.
Let me not
Flip that shit.
No, not the city, but the actual Seahawks. And I don't like the Seahawks, but
Why?
I got a betting update really quick.
let's
There
hear
we
it.
go.
So Rafa and I placed a couple props on Prize Picks today. I'm starting to get into gambling.
Degenerates.
I took Paul George, the under of points, rebounds, and assists at 32.5. DeMar DeRozan over 21.5, and Mason Rudolph tomorrow over 188.5 points. Starts with Paul George tonight.
And how you doing?
Paul George is at 32 points right
And he's
now.
out of the game.
And
It's
he's
over.
out
He's
of
not
the
coming
game.
back.
He's out of the game.
They're up
32 and a
25.
half?
It's 32.5. They're at 32, and he should not come back in the game. They're up 25.
Wow.
They're up 25.
Playoff
So,
P, baby.
playoff P in January, baby.
Dude,
gotta love it.
Rafa and I was sitting here before the game sweating.
He was hitting everything in that
Can
second
you see
quarter.
that fucking hook in his lip already?
Oh yeah.
It's
Reel him.
in.
He's already fucking.
It's
he's already
in.
on the boat.
Yes.
He's on the boat already. So next game, Jets at Patriots. The total's 30.5. Jesus Christ.
I think we should play quarterback.
Yeah.
You should play all-time quarterback. Switch
Both-
jerseys. Rafa, they have it just as good as chance.
Yeah, seriously. So Jets and Patriots, stay away from that game. This next game,
You're a sick fuck if you watch that game.
we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. This next game is a blue chip. The New Orleans Saints hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Saints -3. Saints playing for everything. Everything. They need a miracle to get in. Do you have some scenarios on the Saints, Eddie Money? They need just a Tampa loss and they win the division.
New Orleans clinches the NFC South title with a win and a Tampa loss.
Okay.
Tough.
Or yeah, that's basically it.
That's it.
That's it.
Tampa
Yeah.
control, but Tampa.
Let's go,
Listen,
Baker.
Tampa's at Baker's been cleared to play. He was in the protocol. So I think he was in the I think he was in the protocol. He's been cleared to play. And they're at Carolina, by the way. The worst team in the
my
league.
I'm so happy for Baker.
They also
I've been such a fan.
Let's
too.
hear
can
it.
also clinch a playoff berth with a win plus a Seattle loss or a tie plus a Green Bay loss or tie.
That
Yeah.
makes
And who
total
does Green
sense.
Bay play this week?
Green Bay's at Chicago, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, the little.
So the Saints -3. Saints, I think they're going to dominate this game. I think they win this game by 7+.
Wow.
Derek Carr, baby. Missing the playoffs yet again.
He got me in my fantasy championship.
So Saints -3. That's your blue chip. Next, we have Tampa Bay at Carolina. Tampa 4.5-point favorites. Wow.
Dude.
I have some thoughts on this game.
Let's hear them.
It's just about
Tepper.
Tepper. So first, that story that broke like an hour ago. Tepper meeting with his hiring committee today saying, I am unwilling to give up the control that coaching candidates like John Harbaugh are asking. So don't even think about bringing those guys to me for an interview.
Dude.
What an idiot.
I don't mind it.
Listen,
ESPN called him the modern Dan Snyder.
If you own something, and listen, he's worth, and he owns a bunch of professional teams,
Yeah.
worth $20 billion. I don't know if I hate. Listen, you can't. You're worth $20 billion. You cannot lose your cool like that and throw a drink on a fan talking shit.
That is 100% correct.
That was ridiculous.
You cannot do that. And the NFL really screwed up on
$300,000
fine. You ban him for the next game. He's clearly involved, which is what you want. You know, you don't want a Pittsburgh Pirate fucking owner who doesn't give a shit whether you win or lose. He wants to win.
Fuck those guys.
Now he's too involved. 100%. What he's doing is he's scaring real coaching candidates and real free agents away from his own team. He needs to step the fuck back and let the football guys do the football shit.
People don't realize they have a pretty good GM, too. He was the assistant GM, I want to say, with Cleveland when him and Barry were building that roster together. And he was
with Kevin
As
Costner.
long as he didn't.
yeah, draft that.
I hope it wasn't when they fucking went over that Deshaun Watson contract.
No, that's, yeah, but No, David Tepper's a bum. He's so stupid.
Probably not a bum.
He's a bum.
For sure not a bum.
He's a bum.
100%.
He's a crumb bum.
I'd be that bum.
But no, with the Bucks, like we were saying, I'm happy for Baker.
I am happy.
Mike
for Baker.
Evans,
he gone.
He's gone, which sucks for Baker because I think that means Baker would leave too because Baker's on a 1-year deal. And there's teams that'll take him.
I've heard rumors Baker to the Raiders. I've heard
That wouldn't be a bad scenario.
That would be
I'll
a
honest
solid one
with
for you. He gets the ball to the top receiver, and that's what
100%,
you guys
and that's
need.
what they need.
That's
And
what you
Jesus.
guys need.
But other
And
than
Jesus.
that,
and Jesus and Allah.
Yeah.
All of them.
whoa. Bucks 4.5, man. I'm staying away.
Really?
Yeah.
Bullshit. He's putting money last second. He's like, I can't help
Rafa's
it.
going to text us in the chat.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying away. Staying away.
Kinda
That's
like the
his
Panthers for some
16th
reason.
leg.
You like the
You like
Panthers
the
for some
Panthers?
reason?
Cover at least.
Really? What?
No.
Why?
Cover what?
How?
Themselves?
Yeah,
in the
cover
bed?
what? Their ass? Like, what are they going to cover?
I think Brian
What?
Burns
I
already
think-
announced like he's not playing or something
I
like
think
that.
this game's
Like,
gonna be like, close.
You
for
think
no
it's gonna be
reason.
close?
Close for no
You
reason.
think like Bryce is like,
Like
let's
the
do it
Atlanta
for
game?
David Tepper? I mean, what the fuck? Dude,
Bryce is playing to hopes he breaks a bone or something. So
Bryce is
Tepper's
just
like,
hoping
cut
he
this
can
guy.
See over his tackle. Okay.
whoa.
I'm staying away. I'm
Modern-day
staying
hate.
away from this game. Next game,
Wait,
Bears.
Michael Brown also said the same GM that took Bryce Young, LMAO.
The GM didn't take Bryce Young. David Tepper did. Everyone wanted CJ Stroud.
Guys,
Who did they draft?
it's one season. It's 1 year. Wait a little bit before you talk shit about
That
Yeah.
deal, though, is going to go down as top 3 worst deals in
What
NFL
deal?
history.
What deal?
The Panthers made to trade up to number 1. You gave up DJ Moore, your top receiver. You gave up your top receiver.
I can think of 2 just last year that are fucking way worse.
Did you not see they gave up 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a third and a fifth-round pick?
2 words for you: Denver Broncos.
Bam.
That's a bad deal too, but you also
Bam.
got to look at the numbers. Like
We don't know if Bryce Young's going to be great or not.
Yeah, it's 1 year.
Yeah.
Still, what? It's one fucking
You don't have
year.
draft picks, though. That's the issue. You don't have draft picks, and all your stars want to
Listen,
walk.
listen,
Brian Burns
listen.
is gone.
Listen, I know you're probably too young for this. When Eli was traded, when they did the Chargers trade and they
San
traded for
Diego.
Eli, and they got Phillip Rivers, they got Sean Merriman, they traded
Daniel
into
Tomlinson.
No, he's already on the team.
Was he?
Yeah, but they had that because the
that was
LT
a Drew
was the
Brees thing.
The
That's
LT
right.
was the Michael Vick thing.
Yeah.
So, but they had Sean Merriman and they had Luis Castillo and they had all these Pro Bowlers and Phillip Rivers, and everybody was like, "Oh, the fucking Giants! How stupid were they?" And blah 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 blah. And guess what?
2 Super Bowls later.
2 Super Bowls later, Phillip Rivers, yes, is great, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But Sean Merriman was good for 3 years. Luis Castillo was good for 4, and the kicker was good for 6. That's it.
True that.
After that, they didn't win shit, and Eli won 2. So the trade, you can grade it now, but the shit isn't over.
Yeah.
Like we see the Russell Wilson trade.
That's over.
That shit is over.
But
the
they
guy's
also,
not playing.
but they used those draft picks already. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Seattle used the draft picks that they got in that Broncos
Obviously.
deal, and they all turned into stars. So
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. The same draft picks that the Giants gave the Chargers, when you watch Sean Merriman and DeMarcus Ware, they were the 2 best outside linebackers for those 3 years. Sean Merriman was a monster. He had 18 sacks, 17 sacks. He was a monster.
Steroids are really good.
Yes. And what happened at the end? He was a nothing, a nobody at the end. He didn't pan out. So those draft picks that Seattle has, they're good now. What about next year, the year after, and the year after? Now, if any of those guys turn into a fucking Hall of Famer, then it's like, hey, well, blah, 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 blah. But we know already that Denver, they're losing
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, so he's fucked.
But you can make the same argument for Chicago now. Like if Chicago uses these draft picks and they take Marvin Harrison Jr., goes on to be a Hall of Famer, and then you look at Bryce Young, who the way that division
it's
trends.
not over yet. You cannot you cannot grade the trade in its completion because it's not over. All the guys it's been 1 season. Russell Wilson.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Most NFL trades essentially have to be graded like 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the Russell Wilson, we can grade it after 2 because he gone.
We could grade your corduroy hat, though, right now.
Yeah, negative. So, anyways.
Michael Brown did say that the Denver trade was way worse, though.
Oh,
Thank
100%.
you, Michael Brown. Genius.
Bears at the Packers. I love Justin Fields, man. I really do.
I love that the players are riding for Justin Fields too.
It's because it's dude.
Awesome.
I'm 100% sure it's just the fucking media and their bullshit yapping. Because when you watch Justin Fields every week,
Getting
the
better.
the fans are on board for him,
the fans are on board because they see what we see.
and the GM.
There's only one thing that kind of sort of makes sense in this whole scenario is that you're resetting the quarterback contract.
That is the
clock.
most overrated
Thank you.
bullshit
It is.
in the
It is.
NFL.
But that's
name what I'll tell you what. Name 3 fucking guys on their rookie deals that won a Super Bowl. None.
Ben Roethlisberger.
And his defense was great, and that was it. And his rookie,
I always say
Patrick
that.
Mahomes.
and his
Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes
Mahomes,
did
Ben
one.
Roethlisberger, and that's it.
Did Eli didn't win one of his on his rookie deal?
No. And by the way, the rookie deals back then were large.
Yeah, weren't they like 6
They
years,
were
7
large.
years? Yeah.
And there was no, it was
Because when
ridiculous.
you were a rookie, Matt Ryan was the number 1 pick or whatever. He got $50 million. He was the highest paid player in the
do
NFL
you know who won
when
one?
he was drafted.
Russell Wilson.
True. 3 guys. That's it.
Carson Wentz,
Carson
He didn't
Wentz.
win.
No, Carson Wentz didn't play.
2017.
He didn't win
He
a
didn't
Super
win.
Bowl. What do you
Nick
got your fucking
Foles
mind?
won it.
Nick Foles won the Super Bowl.
Big Dick
Did
Nick.
he not? Well, he was an MVP candidate.
He was, and he got injured in Week 11, and Nick Foles won the Super Bowl.
You asked him
Nick
name
Foles-
3. You just
I'm
named
just
one.
saying what Google said.
Eddie Money is
Carson Wentz didn't win, though. Like, what the fuck is Google saying? Carson Wentz didn't win the Super Bowl. Last time I
he has
checked.
a ring.
Yeah, no, he has a ring. I can name you 100 backups that have a ring.
Did
Rookie.
You got
Did
that ring on his
Flacco?
rookie contract.
The ring.
No.
But those rookie
you're
contracts
right.
at those times were different amount of money. They're trying. Oh, we're restructuring the whole thing.
The 5th-year
because
options.
Burrow got to the Super Bowl, but he didn't
So
win.
let me ask you this. So let's say they let him leave. Let's say Fields goes to the
He still
big
has one
rumors.
more year on
Yeah,
the deal.
he's still
He's
on
not
the
leaving.
He's not a free agent.
I know. So let's say they trade him to Atlanta. They trade him to the Raiders. After a year, what is Fields looking at for a contract? What are we talking about numbers wise?
How good is he going to be next year?
If he goes off next year, like if they let's just play GM.
He
really
goes
quick.
to Atlanta.
Oh my God! If he goes to Atlanta, I'll tell you what. If he goes to Atlanta, he's a monster.
Yeah,
He's a monster right now at Chicago.
Imagine Atlanta with all the weapons that Atlanta has.
and the way those weapons move,
He has weapons in Chicago, but he doesn't have a running
does-
back and he doesn't have an offensive line.
he doesn't have a tight end yet
But
either.
No.
He
Komet
does-
is
but
very good.
He doesn't have a tight end in a proper system.
No, you're just saying he doesn't have a black tight end. Just say that. That's fine.
You would have Kyle Pitts.
Just say that. But dude, Komet's good.
Listen,
No,
you don't-
Komet's
you don't
good.
even need a
They
black
just
tight
don't
end.
use him right. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That
Fuck, they don't use him right. Can you pull up that man's numbers?
he has 5 touchdowns. Oh no, Pitts has 5 touchdowns in 3 fucking years.
Well, that's because Arthur Smith isn't.
Yeah, Arthur
Well, that's
Smith's
what I'm
a
saying.
Fucking tard.
No, but if Fields, if I'm a Raider fan, I would love to have
Oh,
Fields.
for sure.
If I'm an Atlanta
team won it?
Falcons fan, I'd love to have it.
Steelers, Broncos.
Cole Komet has
Listed.
70 receptions for 678 yards and 6 touchdowns.
God,
Yeah.
what a turd.
Kyle Pitts
Shit.
has 5 in the last 3 years after being
But
the
he also
number 4
he's
pick.
never had a quarterback since he's been there.
I talked about this with my friend Andrew the other day, and he was saying that Justin Fields should be traded, and because either way they're gonna have to pay him. And I was like, well, he's not getting a Daniel Jones type contract, and he said he would be. Do you think he gets a 4-year, $160 million type deal?
I
Well,
would.
like I just
would.
asked that question.
I would.
I would. You wouldn't?
No, I would. And here's the thing. Listen,
That's a middle of the pack deal.
The issue that
who is a surefire quarterback in this draft? There's not one. I don't care.
There's
Whatever it is.
never one.
There's never one. Exactly.
There's never one.
And Fields is improving. He's improving, and he's a beast. I think that Chicago stays with him.
And makes a and trades.
Yes.
If you're the one pick, you cannot pick any of the guys. You trade out
Yes.
because you can't take
You
Marvin
can't do
at
it.
1.
no.
So you have to
You
take
could
Marvin
go
down,
all
but
line.
you could go to 3 and
get
get
him.
Marvin because New England at 2. I think they're still at 2. They would take. But there's
Washington.
Oh,
New England's 3.
I think
'cause
Washington's-
New England.
oh, Washington's taking a quarterback.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Washington's taking
They're
a
going to
quarterback.
take Drake May.
Oh, that'd
They
be
love that North Carolina quarterback.
North Carolina quarterback.
Last one didn't work. We'll try again.
What-
This is
no,
the guy.
I think it's. I've been saying it for weeks, though. I've been saying it for a long
Yes.
time. It's
And they're
bad.
going to get Mitch Trubisky as the third string quarterback.
There you go. There you go.
Take
All
him.
Tar Heels.
And they bring Mac Brown into coach.
Well, let's get on to the game.
Back to the game.
Yeah.
Bears and Packers. Packers -3 over under
I like Green Bay just
45.
because they're at home, but I think it's going to be a tight game.
Justin Fields talking shit.
I love Justin Fields, man.
Packers need
I like it
this
tight.
win to get into the playoffs.
They need this and something else, right?
Yeah.
They just need a win.
just a win and they're in?
Win and
Yeah.
they're in.
Wow. And LaFleur choked in this game last year with Aaron Rodgers at home.
Against the Lions, right?
Against the Lions.
It's the exact. I think it's like the same records too. Like Chicago is the same record as the Lions did last year. You know, remember, like Chicago also at a point was a playoff dark horse. You know, obviously they lost to Cleveland after a close game, but dude, I like Chicago going on the road and playing spoiler. Matt Eberflus, like they already announced last week, they're rolling with him for another week. The GM coming out like Justin's done good enough to at least make it a conversation that we are not taking a quarterback.
I don't even think that should even be brought up by the fucking GM.
Shouldn't even
be commented. But I think Green Bay is going to pull out the win. But the 3 points is where I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be tight. If I'm betting on the game, I'm betting on the Bears. I'm betting on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Love him.
There you go. Let's on to the next.
We have Eagles at the Giants. Eagles -5.5. They're going to kick off at the same time as the Cowgirls. Both teams need to win. Both teams play their third opponent in their division. Eagles will play the Redskins. Eagles will play the Giants. Dallas. It's just a win and in for them, for both teams.
Giants are frisky.
Our win for the division. So
Yeah, for the division. There you go.
Eagles -5.5. I think it's a fucking. I like the Eagles in the first half.
Yeah.
Eagles first half. Blue chip the Eagles in the first half.
Bang bang. Ring the
Should be
cowbell.
3.5. 3 or 3.5.
Ring that
Eagles in
shit.
the first half. I think they should win this game easily and just go out there, have a good performance, put together a fucking good game.
Yeah.
Because all they're doing is putting together good first halves,
Yeah.
and they're not putting together good games. Finish a game, put it together. You got the playoffs next week, and you're playing. You're not getting a fucking bye.
Yeah.
You're playing. You need to get something going.
Eagles first half is -3.
Eagles first half -3. That is your blue chip on the Eagles and Giants. I think the Eagles win. They should win. But first half, Eagles
Should have won the last
-3.
fucking 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's brutal for them. So next, you have the Seahawks -3 at Arizona.
Dude.
Wow. This is a winning in for Seattle as well, right? Yeah, because I think they're sitting at the 7 already.
Crazy.
Or where are they sitting?
They need to win in a couple. They need a Green Bay loss.
Okay. Wow. Seattle. Man.
Are you sending Fields like some special fucking gifts or something, like a Rolex, an AP or something?
Something. You got to
Come
send
on,
them
man.
something.
By the way, Geno Smith, if he makes the playoffs, he gets a $2 million incentive bonus.
Wow.
There's a lot of incentives.
Oh, there's a lot for him.
Million.
There's a lot of incentives at play this weekend.
Wow.
I got a couple that I'll recap at the end.
Okay.
Wow. Big incentive for Seattle. Seattle -3, divisional game at Arizona. Kyler Murray, man. He's played spoiler last couple weeks with a couple teams.
He's proven that he's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
He is the dude.
Yeah, everybody was talking at the beginning of the year, they're drafting a quarterback. I told you guys, not off of that contract. And he's proven it when he's come back and he's played well with a shit offense.
Yeah.
As much as Eddie Money loves Hollywood Brown, it's a shit offense, dude.
He's a great receiver.
Straight ass offense.
CLC, College of the Canyons, baby.
Straight ass offense. But anyways, I like Arizona, man. I like Kyler Murray
Yes.
to play.
Kyler Murray.
I like Kyler Murray to keep it tight.
Keep it right.
Giggity.
Yeah, it's not my Seattle hate either.
Oh,
Bullshit.
It's yeah, dude. They're at home.
No.
They're at home.
Yeah. No,
It's a
I
tough
agree.
game.
Seattle
Although
on the road, I'd never like Seattle on the road.
I
They're
like
a
Arizona
different team.
+3, but I'd like Seattle to win by 1, just so Geno could get that $2 million. Because it's $2 million for the playoffs, right?
yeah.
Oh, he needs a miracle though. He needs Green Bay to lose.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun weekend, fun Sunday. That
football.
stretch of games there is gonna be good.
Good foosball.
But I like-
that last fourth quarter, like the witching hour, they said that. Was
Oh, that's gonna be
great.
phenomenal.
Oh,
Especially
man.
if somehow the Giants and the Redskins can kind of keep their games close against Dallas and the Eagles, because they'll be vying for the division and the 2 seed.
Gonna need like 6 TVs.
I'm
in the
gonna
last
watch
hour.
it like a cat and Tom and Jerry, just upside down, hanging from the fucking ceiling, just fucking going
I
crazy.
love it. So next, Chiefs and Chargers. Chiefs shouldn't be playing anybody. They're fucking been terrible.
They already announced Mahomes is out.
Yeah,
Chiefs will be playing. I'm pretty sure he's playing Chris Jones. He needs a half a sack to reach an incentive of $1.25 million.
he'll play until
Oh,
he gets that. If he
he's
gets
gonna
that,
get
he'll
that
be
sack.
out of the
Within
game right
the
after
first
that.
5 plays.
Yeah, throw that in your player prop parlay. Guarantee
Bang
that's
bang.
gonna hit.
There's a bunch of incentives like that. There's a bunch.
Chiefs at Chargers. Stay away from that game. That totals 35. Rams at Niners. This is a weird game. How are the Niners -4? Are the Rams locked into their seat?
Yes.
Purdy's out, so we're
Here
going to
we
see.
go.
So
Here comes the 49er expert.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Eric Armstead is out. Christian McCaffrey's out. Deshaun Gibson's out. Jared Brown's out. Embry Thompson's out. Ross Daly's out. And then Juwan Jennings is out. So
Purdy's playing?
No, and Sam Darnold's playing.
Oh.
So I don't know.
With the Niners by 50.
I don't know how we're favored.
Their real quarterback is winning.
Is Debo playing and Ayuk?
Yes, and Trent Williams is playing, I believe.
Wow. So are the
There
Rams?
has to be incentives involved with those guys playing.
But they've already clinched the first round seats.
I don't
Why are any of them
understand.
playing?
Nobody's
What's the Rams record? By the way, the Rams, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
I said it.
Sean McVay
What
should
did I
be-
say?
The Rams
you
are
said
in.
he was great.
7
Rams are 9
weeks
and
ago.
7.
I
Coach
think
of the
Sean
year.
McVay should finish second in Coach of the Year.
Behind who?
D'Amico Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding? They're fucking worst team in the league.
Yeah.
They have a chance for the playoffs
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Kevin Stefanski.
Dude, D'Amico Ryan.
5 different
He's,
starting quarterbacks.
he's in the top 3 for sure. Stefanski has pulled some shit off.
Yeah, right now the Rams are the 6th seed.
Most likely Flacco off the fucking couch.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Browns. Very good job.
No, Stefanski's a G.
Rams Niners, stay away from that game. Cowboys -13 against the Redskins. Last time they played the Redskins, they annihilated
Ooh, it
them.
was bad.
Oh, it was bad. Cowboys, we know what they do against these bad teams. 20+ points
Yeah.
point per game win differential in these garbage teams they're playing. But it's the last weekend of the season. Is Jacoby Brissett starting in this game?
I believe so.
I like him. I like him. I think he's a very good backup on any team.
He's always been legit.
He's always been,
Always.
he's always competing, whether it was in New England or
like
Indianapolis.
Tyrod Taylor.
No, Sam
Yes.
Howell will be starting.
Oh,
Wow. Last chance for romance with him.
Sam,
Yeah.
how is he in the NFL? How?
Sam, how have you let me down so badly?
So Cowboys will stay away from. Maybe play the first half, but I'd stay away. Broncos, Raiders. Can give you a blue chip in this game right here.
The Mia Bowl.
The Mia Bowl. The Mia and Micah Bowl.
Yes.
Raiders looking for a sweep for how many years now?
I think it's 7 games in a row.
7 in a row. We are
7.
going to blue chip the Las Vegas Raiders. And he just thought he won the game. Like the game, we don't even have to play it anymore. I like the Raiders. Listen, still, he comes out and plays, but AP coming out and saying they need to.
Oh, they're going to play hard.
They're going to play hard.
They're going to play
They're going to
hard.
play for him. This might be his last. We're going to play for
Look,
coach.
this guy wants
Do we
to
want to talk about it?
Yeah, of course we want to talk about.
wanna
Let's talk
talk
about
about
fucking
that shit.
everything.
We have 2 talking points on this game.
Okay.
We have 100 talking points in the
Yeah.
Raiders.
2 main ones.
So let's talk about it. Go ahead.
First
Luke.
one,
Go ahead, Luke.
Mark Davis report coming out this week. I think it was on Wednesday. He is not willing to give Alec Pierce the
Antonio Pierce.
Antonio
Fuck, Alec,
Pierce.
is he French?
There's-
That's the wide
Oh.
receiver for the Colts.
I'm sorry.
Fucking Steelers. fan.
Fucking asshole.
He's unwilling to give him the official title until. Oh fuck yeah! Sorry, I got. DeMar needs 4 more points and he's checking back into the
No
game.
one cares about your $2 parlay.
But
Luke.
no, all right, back on top.
Do not
Mark,
unit shame, Eddie.
Mark Davis is going to try and make a big swing before he gives Antonio Pierce the full-time job. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2015, when did Gruden get hired?
Oh,
No,
man.
that was like 17.
So back
Yeah.
in 2017, before
No,
Gruden
more
got
than-
hired. Before Gruden got hired, he went after Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh.
He's gone after Harbaugh many times.
And he basically did the blank check offer, which again, on
Yes.
the Harbaugh thing, Chargers met with Harbaugh this week on a quick little side note, and Spanos said, I'm finally done being the cheap owner, and he basically said, you write your number, what's it going to take?
You know why the Chargers did that? Because it came out that already through back channels that Mark Davis had already an offer written up to John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh, I'm sorry, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, so the report is he's going to go after Harbaugh or Ben Johnson. For Eddie's,
Please go for Ben Johnson.
the two
Ben
Eddies,
Johnson's
the two Eddies.
overfucking-rated.
Do you want?
Thank you.
Do you want one of those coaches, or do you want
I'll give you my opinion.
Antonio Pierce? Let's go with Eddie Money first.
Go ahead, anyway.
I think we keep Antonio Pierce. I think the team has finally found something to play for and a character to rally around. I think you just hire good coordinators. We should keep our DC, by the way.
Who's going to get interviews for head coaching job.
Yes,
He's turned
He's turned defense
a
around.
27 ranked defense into the number one defense since AP has been the number
head
one
coach.
with just smoke and fucking mirrors and duct tape.
Yes, so I think that's why he should stay. I don't think his head coaching job will be like an actual coaching, but more so just like to be there for the players, if you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying. And as an
That's
avid,
good for a fucking junior high.
It's
as an avid
it's
Raider
working
fan,
right now. All we need is an
offensive
OC
and a quarterback.
Listen, I'll wait for Eddie to make
That
his
is
point.
quite
So I'll
literally
tell you
all
this.
we need.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
Oh,
this.
go ahead, Eddie.
Right now,
Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead, Eddie.
I will say this. If you have the chance to hire a Jim Harbaugh, who is proven to be an incredible coach in the NFL, in college football, and if he says, I want to come to the Raiders, which his wife is from Vegas, he hired Don Yee, Tom Brady's fucking agent, who has many connections to the Raiders organization, then you cannot turn down Jim Harbaugh. You can't. As good as AP has been, and I agree, I think it would be a mistake at first because you're getting the exact opposite of what Jim Harbaugh will be. Jim Harbaugh will come in and say, we do it this way. You wear your socks 16 inches, whatever, above your knee, and you do this. We're not doing a Soul Train line. We're not doing this. But he's a proven successful coach, and he will take you to the promised land. At least the playoffs.
No, he won't.
Now,
I don't think he will.
that being said, I would give AP a chance because the players want him. This was a mistake that they didn't hire Rich Bisaccia last time, which I wasn't a fan of. You cannot turn off Devontae's come out, Crosby's come out. Everyone who has a voice in that locker room has said, we want AP. And if you don't hire him, you lose the whole locker room. Agreed. And then you're going to have to redo the whole fucking roster from 1 to 53 again. So
what you just stated about Harbaugh was your exact talking points against Bill Belichick 3 weeks ago.
Bill Belichick is done. I agree. No. So I hear what you're saying. But Bill Belichick, he's fucking done. You know what I heard about Belichick?
We're having issues with that tonight.
You know what? Belichick
We're stumbling.
was the king of getting rid of players 1 year too early. Someone said today, I think it was Edelman, that Bill Belichick, if he was in charge of himself, would have fired himself fucking 3 years ago, which makes perfect fucking sense to me. I said it. I hear what you're saying, Rafa. I agree. Because Jim is going to come in and we're doing it this way, and then he's going to say, and who has it better than us? Nobody. Which I agree. But Bill Belichick is not hot like fucking Jim Harbaugh is fucking hot right now.
I think with those two coaches, if those two coaches come in, I think Adams is gone. And I'll tell you why.
I like that.
I'll tell you what, because those two coaches are defensive minded. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to run this bullshit offense of running the ball, short passes, and play defense. That's what they're going to do. Davante Adams at this stage in his career wants to win. That boring-ass offense with that superstar.
Oh, you can't keep the OC, and you can't keep the quarterback. What if they went out and got Bieniemy? He's going to lose his job.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Bieniemy. Well, that whole staff is going to lose their fucking
I think
job.
Washington's going to hire Bieniemy as
Yeah,
It's
it's
not a
coach.
fucking chance.
Well, I don't know if
he loses his job.
I don't think he loses his job. But even then, Harbaugh's that's not his style.
It's not.
It's not his style. He went out and didn't he get Denard Robinson as his first quarterback at Michigan? How the fuck did that work out?
How about
Not
that?
very good.
Great pull, Rafa.
Not very
Great
good.
pull.
That's not his style. His style is fucking J.J. McCarthy.
When your quarterback wears 21, it's probably not going to work out.
Not going to work out. So guess what? If Harbaugh's coming, guess who else is coming? The little fucking twerp who can't throw the ball. So that's and if you keep AP and you go and get a quarterback, what quarterback are you getting? If you get Caleb Williams, he doesn't fit AP's style. If you get maybe Drake May, maybe.
Can I give you a solution to all this?
Yeah, there's one quarterback. Yes.
Can't get Jaden Daniels
Jaden Daniels.
Why?
because Antonio Pierce fucked his mother. So you can't get him.
Yeah.
No. He said, did you see that one
Why
Barstool clip?
Why wouldn't? So why, if that's true, which I've heard, and I've questioned myself in my head.
Delonte West fucked LeBron's mom, and now he's homeless.
But why would Jaden Daniels?
Oh my God!
What type of correlation?
But why would Jaden Daniels mention AP in his Heisman speech if that is the case?
Probably because that's the moment he realized I need to get my mama out this shit because she's banging my coaches.
Or his mom was like, "Hey,
Dude,
Hey, Antonio
during
did
that Heisman
Antonio
speech,
did it right. So get him right.
he was
during
gentle
that
to
Heisman
me."
speech, and they had the camera on her. The only thing I could think of
It was Antonio Pierce railing her in fucking Tempe. Literally. Outside of a fucking one of those
We are
gaming
off
places.
the rails.
He, Barstool, they had him on an interview.
AP?
He just, yeah. No. Jaden Daniels. It was before the Heisman. They gave him,
No way they asked him.
They gave him 4 different cities, and it's all the teams who in need of a
Oh, I
quarterback
saw
in the first
this.
10 picks.
Vegas?
He said,
New England?
yes, and he says, what team would you like to live in the most? He says Vegas.
Yeah,
He's also been with him since high school.
Bro,
Same
what if
thing with
Jaden-
Jack
I don't
Jones?
think-
what if Jaden Daniels was just one of those freaks?
I don't think
that
it's
likes
true. I
Dude.
don't think it's true.
If it's a rumor, whether if it's true or not, it's still in the fucking locker room. It still looms that everybody knows your mom might have got fucked by the head coach of our team. That's still in there.
But why would he go?
That's still in
man,
there.
God.
Are you kidding? We saw Pippen, on the same team with what was it, Marcus Beasley or whoever it was that banged his mom,
Beasley.
Malik
Yeah.
Beasley, banged his mom, and we
Yeah,
talked
but that
about
was
it.
actually happening.
Man, we got to take a break after this. I got to piss like a fucking racehorse.
By the way, Michael Brown, he said, how many strikes does Mark Davis get? Just take this guy. Players like him. And they comply with the Rooney rule with one hire. So
They still
Raiders-
need to they still need to interview somebody else. By the way,
Yeah, so Raiders can pay another coach $15 million on the couch in 4 years.
MB's so worried about paying
And
coaches.
It doesn't make any.
and
It
yet,
doesn't matter.
yet they gave up the world for their coach.
It doesn't matter in
And
the
their
NFL.
quarterback.
It doesn't
Another
account.
trade that flies under the radar.
yeah.
Listen. With that being said,
Let's take a break before we cover the last.
Yes.
The last.
Did we give a pick on this game? Yes, we did.
Raiders -3 at
Yes.
home. Do them dirty. Go Raiders for AP.
Someone wrote. Real quick.
Go ahead.
It's regarding to Denver. So before we go on the break, some guy wanted to ask SF818. He said, "What you fools think about the Donkeys and Russell Wilson?"
hold
he
on.
said-
Did he spell fools FOOS? Or,
Yes, quite literally.
I
fools.
love it.
Yes.
That's a good. That's a
He
good.
really is
He
from
said
San Fernando.
Philip Rivers might be a Denver Donkey next year.
Oh, wow.
Phillip.
Jokingly,
Wow.
yeah.
Might be better than Russell.
Yeah. He just had his
So what-
18th kid.
What do you
Neat.
think they do with that QB situation there? And then we go to break.
With Denver,
Yeah.
there's plenty of guys you can
Yeah.
sign, you can go after.
Yeah.
And then you can. I don't know if you want to draft one, but there's guys you can go after. What do you think?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, I mean,
I think Baker's not a bad fit
Joe Flacco's going to get a job somewhere, man.
as a backup.
Unless he retires.
No,
Oh, he's not going to retire after this. He's hot.
dude. I don't know. You can't. Denver can't keep getting
Sam Darnold.
Listen.
Sam Darnold. What?
Listen.
That's the stupidest fucking
Sean
thing.
Payton has a humongous ego. He wants someone that's going to make him look good. He might fucking bring Drew Brees back out of the fucking woodwork.
Joe Flacco is not. Denver's not going to go in the route of that old ass
I
quarterback.
could see
They could if they draft
Denver
someone.
trading up and taking Drake May.
I can see Dallas losing in the first round and Denver trading for Dak Prescott.
Oh, I like that a lot. I love that.
Bold fucking prediction.
Ooh, look at Rafa.
I like that.
I hope we answered your question. That's a great question, by the way. Good job, SFV818 Foo man.
All right, we'll be right back. 2
Yes.
minutes, Eddie Money, or 3?
3.
3 minutes. We'll be right back. Stay. All right, guys, we are back. Waiting on Eddie. He should be back any momento. We're going to cover the last game of the weekend, Sunday Night Football. Bills, there's Eddie. Bills at Miami. Bills -3 on the road.
Great game.
Bills are hot right now. Dolphins got all sorts of shit going on. I'll take a little bit, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, man.
What the hey? Thank you, sir. Amazing.
I think this is, a great game.
I think it's a phenomenal game. I think it's the only one on the schedule that worked out. Well, no, there's a couple. So good job to the schedule makers in the NFL. You got a couple right.
Yeah.
The rest are shit.
For
Straight
Amazon.
trash.
Amazon wants to restructure their contract
That's
on
so bad.
Thursday night.
Well, they need to get better everything.
Everything, yeah.
So Bills at the Dolphins. Winner gets the 2 seed. Wins the AFC East. Bills are hot. Bills dominated the first game. I love the Bills in this spot right here. Bills -3. One of the 3 hottest teams in the league right now. If we're looking,
I hate to jump on your fucking train, but I fucking love your pick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Rafa. I
love the Bills.
The Bills are on fire right now, man.
You want to jump on his train?
Here we go.
Oh, yes, I love it. Bills, I think the only 2 teams hotter than the Bills, playing as good as the Bills, are Niners and the Ravens, obviously, the 2 1 seeds. So, Bills, I told you guys at the beginning of the year, I thought the Bills was their year, but last year everyone thought it was their year. I like Bills and Ravens this year. We'll get into our predictions preseason that we had right now. I love the Bills. We're going to blue chip the Bills at Miami. Bills -3. Eddie loves it. Eddie Money, what do you think?
I like the Bills as well.
I think Miami's just too hurt.
Yeah. Can we also talk about Bradley Chubb being in for absolutely no reason?
That was bad.
Ending his game?
And that is brutal. That was like Cooper Kupp's injury a couple years ago when it was literally like fucking 20-something seconds left in the game or whatever.
Yeah, that was
no
bad.
purpose.
No purpose in the game, and you were down a gazillion points, and you had like 4 fucking wins. It was just pointless. And he got hurt. Chubb's and now you lose Chubb for the rest of the season.
Who they really needed,
right?
Because they also lost Jalen Phillips.
So you lose your 2 starting 2 guys on your D line.
Oh, let's not forget about the other COC starter, other than Hollywood Brown. You guys?
Well, they have Christian Wilkins, yes, but he's not an edge.
I know you guys don't even know who I'm talking about. JPP, man.
They cut him.
The 2 hit. He's cut.
Yes,
Yeah,
they cut off his other fingers.
He couldn't hold a pencil.
He couldn't sign his contract.
Dude, he was bad on that show. He was a complete a-hole. If you saw him on the HBO show, he did not fit in.
I haven't finished it.
Yeah,
He didn't fit the. He didn't fit.
No. He sat in some guy's chair that they all have assigned seating in their room, and all the guys are like, "Whoa, what the fuck's this dude?" And he was like, "I have rings." He just had a weird attitude about himself.
Yeah. He thought he was somebody.
Yeah.
So I like the Bills -3. I love them actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think they dominate. Tyreek Hill's kids are fucking burning up the house. I mean, there's all sorts of shit going on.
Oh, those memes are so good.
Oh, they are. They are very
so
good.
fucking good.
They are very good. The one, the Tracy Morgan one.
Oh,
Man,
my God.
there's some really good ones.
There's some really good ones. I'm turning the corner on Tua as a quarterback. I really am.
Turning what corner? Because you were on him last year. Like
Exactly. I'm turning the corner on, I don't think he is as good as I thought he was.
Yeah,
man.
I agree with you.
There's certain throws
misses way too
easily. Like he can't throw an 8-yard out to the right side, which is a difficult throw, but there's easy throws that he can't make. And it's starting to become very obvious. I don't know if I'm signing him long term if I'm the Dolphins.
They're signing him long term.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
I don't know,
No,
man.
you're going to sign him long term because he's one of the 20 better quarterbacks in the league for sure. You don't think he is?
What does that mean?
It's not
20
worth
best.
Well, there's
only
32 fucking teams.
Yeah, so he's below average?
No. He's above average, 15, 12, whatever. I think they sign him. He's not getting Lamar, Herbert, Burrow, that size money.
Dude.
But I think he'd be worth a $200 million contract.
Well, yeah, as far as the quarterbacks go, that's dirt cheap.
So, it's not dirt cheap, but,
you're paying a little more than an average quarterback.
Yeah, you're paying more than you pay
Not
Daniel
only
Jones.
does he not
more than
make
Daniel Jones.
simple throws, he makes good reads. When he sees 1-on-1, He fucking throws to Tyreek, and Tyreek is fucking unbelievable. We've gone through that. What I don't like is his pocket presence late in games.
It sucks.
He gets sacked. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's not that dude at the end of a game. He doesn't know how to escape or run for first downs at all. He is not a mobile quarterback at all. He is not mobile at all.
He's mobile. He just doesn't run enough.
I can't remember the last time I saw him fucking run for a first down.
He can move. I mean, he can move. He doesn't move like Daniel Jones, right? But he can move.
I don't know, man. I've seen him. I was an advocate for him for a long time. I thought he was in the MVP race. I've seen him struggle, and make some very simple throws look very difficult.
I understand, but when you look at the win-loss record for his last 3 seasons, he's done well enough where, like, who are you going to go out and get? Think about it. You have this team that's designed.
I have a name in my head, Baker fucking Mayfield.
No way. No way. That does not work with that at all.
You said he gets the ball to his best receiver better than anyone.
I didn't say that. Eddie Money said that, but still, that doesn't mean he's fucking better than.
He said that.
Do you not think that Baker?
If Luke said it, discredit it.
Like that fucking corduroy hat's killing you,
Isn't it?
I'm just saying. Are you trying to tell me that Tua is just leaps and bounds better than fucking Baker Mayfield? I don't
He
see
is
it,
better,
man.
but the
I don't see it,
His receivers like Tua, so there's no point in switching it up.
dude. No.
that-
If
one
you
of the
watch
best-
this HBO shit, like on touchdown passes, that Tyreek is like, dude, where are you putting that ball? Like Tyreek is like, I'm wide open. Tyreek is not as happy as everything seems. He questions Tua's
Oh, his house just caught on fire.
balls, should I say?
His throws. There we go.
His throws.
Ball placements.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving Tua a 7-year fucking contract. I'm not doing it, man.
I'd give him 5-year, $200 million, no doubt.
I give him the Daniel Jones deal.
Bigger than that.
What?
You have to give him a bigger deal than
Well,
Daniel.
big,
What?
like bigger than
$51 million a year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
bigger than Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones only got like 2 years.
No, he got
I got
4-year,
four.
160.
160. I think you go like 4.
But after
180.
2, it's not fucking.
There's no way.
Two's guaranteed.
Listen,
Two's
there's
guaranteed.
There's no way that guys. At the end of the year, he's going to finish top 5 in MVP.
Yep.
There's no way that he's getting a $180 million deal. His deal will be bigger than that. It will be an 8th or 9th contract.
I think it's a big mistake.
That could be,
I
but
think it's a
he's
big mistake.
It
That's
could
all I'm
be.
saying.
I don't like
there's
him
holes.
throwing.
Yeah.
There's holes on Miami still.
Yeah, you don't need to make another hole at quarterback.
Not at receiver, there's not.
No, but you got to look at their O-line. Their O-line's not that great. Like, Teron Armstead barely ever plays. They spent all that money on a left tackle. And there's the other thing, too. Like, the left tackle's so important in football because you're protecting the blind side of the quarterback.
This guy's lefty. You
That
need
was
to
on
get
the
right
right
now.
tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Their right tackle's fucking horrible. If you watch their games, like, Tua's pressured all the time
I
from his
agree.
blind side.
Yeah.
So you need another guy.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
We'll give him another year, but he did win 11 games minimum.
No, I
this
think
year.
I don't
he's been
agree with Eddie's take.
I think he's been phenomenal at certain points in
Yep.
games, and he's been bad in other points.
He's an Alabama quarterback. He's an Alabama quarterback in the NFL. That's what
I think
he is.
he should keep playing
I like
the
it.
Broncos every week.
I like that take.
Yeah.
I like that take, Luke.
All right.
Asshole.
Let me get I'll
love
do a
you.
quick recap on our blue
I like
chips,
that's a good take, Luke.
and then we will go into our parlay. So NFL Week 18 blue chips, we had the Steelers -3, Colts +1, Vikings and Lions over 45.5, Titans +4, Saints -3, Eagles first half -3, Raiders -3, and the Bills -3. Lots
you go, man.
of field goal games this week.
Yeah, last week of the season.
Are we ready for this?
I'm ready.
Our 2 Nobodies NFL parlay, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo, big money. Undefeated last week. I want to start.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take the Rams +4.
Wow, Rams
Just
plus
because
4.
I wanted to take the Rams.
All right, so then you're not picking it.
4-teamer.
So then we'll do a 4-teamer as you guys agreed. CJ, Luke,
Cardinals +4. Or +3.
Cardinals
three.
+3.
Cardinals +3.
Eddie Money.
I'll take the Chiefs under.
Oh, I like that.
You can go ahead and take the Raiders.
Chiefs
Oh,
under.
no. I want Rams +4. I like that.
So, all right. So Rams +4,
Cardinals +3.
Cardinals +3. Chiefs and Chargers under 35. And I am going to take Seahawks and Cardinals over 47.5.
Yeah.
Also like that one.
I like that one a lot.
Dang.
So that's a
Ralphie?
plus 1,100 parlay.
No, Ralphie.
You got a team? No. All right.
All right. Bonus pick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Eddie Money.
Recap
Fire
it.
All right, so we got a 4-leg parlay at plus 1,100. We got the Chiefs and the Chargers under 35, Rams +4, Cardinals +3, and the Seahawks and Cardinals over 47.5.
I'm not gonna say it, but you know how I feel about
I
it.
love it.
You said it, not me.
All right, let's go over our early season predictions. We'll see how bad we did.
I love
I'll bring up the
Let's
current.
go, Rafa.
All right, so
First, let me read what the current
right.
NFL standings are, as is, if they started today. So, in the AFC, the 7 seed is the Colts. They would be playing the 2 seed Miami. 6 seeds the Bills against the 3rd seed Chiefs. 5 seeds the Browns against the 4 seed Jaguars, and the Ravens at number 1.
all right, so I had the Niners at 1 and the Ravens at 1. So my 1 seeds were good.
Yes.
Everything else, total shit. I had the Vikings at 2. I had the Vikings at 2 in the NFC, the Chiefs at 2 in the AFC. I had the Saints in the NFC at number 3. I had the Bills at the 3 in the AFC. I had the Cowboys at 4 winning the NFC East. I had the Colts winning the AFC South at the 4 seed, which still might happen. The Eagles at 5, which is, it seems like a lock. Lions at 6. And then the Giants at 7. Somehow I put the Giants. And then in the AFC, I had the Chargers at 5, total trash. Browns at 6, and the Broncos at 7.
By the way, for the NFC currently, Niners are 1. Number 2 is the Cowboys. Number 3 is the Lions. 4 is the Bucks. 5 is the Eagles. 6 the Rams. 7 is the Packers.
And Eddie had
Do we
the
really have to go over my picks?
Yes, we do.
Eagles at 1, Seahawks at 2. That was a fucking Zach inspired pick. Seahawks at 2, Vikings at 3, Cowboys at 4, Lions 5. Eddie's shocker pick, the Panthers.
Wow.
The Panthers at 6, and the Niners at the 7 seed. The disrespect. Jesus Christ.
My Brock Purdy. Hold on, my Brock Purdy hate is showing.
And then in the AFC, he had the Chiefs at 1, Ravens at 2, the Jags at 3, Jets at 4.
I'm so bad I had the Bengals twice.
He had the Bengals, and Chargers.
Yes.
Jesus, he's so bad he had Bengals twice and they missed.
No, I took Cincinnati at 5 and the Bengals at 6. Let's get it straight.
So
I think he meant to put the Broncos.
Thanks a lot, Eddie Money.
Jesus, I think one of them was the Broncos. I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, so those were our terrible picks of the year.
Yeah.
So
By the way, I mean, everyone fucking had, there's no one that had this shit right. The NFL, let's get into our parody talk now.
By the way, it just goes to show you that anything can happen in the NFL.
Factoids.
We had,
can we get into this with CJ, that bullshit text he sent us?
Yeah, so guys, if you guys don't know, one of the reasons we started this show is it's based after our group chat. And I thought, this group chat is so good, we need to start a podcast off of it. Which, guys, here's the thing. So last week, if you guys know CJ, Pac-12 Homer, I think it's actually his handle, like Pac-12 Homer CJ. He made one of the most ridiculous comments that we've ever heard, and he said that college has more parity than the NFL. And before you try to defend yourself, which is undefendable,
explain it for those people who may not know what a parity means.
Parity is, which means it's any given Sunday or any given Saturday, which means like NFL's great because you could be 1-15 and make the playoffs the next year. Parity is exactly what not NCAA football is. It's
Right.
the same 6 teams every fucking year,
Pretty much.
except for TCU sometimes.
And Washington this year.
Yeah, and Washington this year. And CJ continued to try to defend this horrible take for a week and a half since we didn't have a show last week.
I muted the group chat.
So CJ, I'm going to give you your chance here to rescind your horrible take and admit that there is no parity. No parity. We're talking specifically parity.
Parody. That's all we're talking about.
Not how much you love
college football.
Stop snapping your fingers and rolling your neck at us.
Talking about, okay.
Okay.
Delicious. Do they know me?
We're talking parody. Go ahead. Defend yourself.
Are you done?
Yes.
Oh, he's mad. He's so mad.
Oh, man.
So mad.
You motherfuckers.
Oh, wow.
All four of you. All four of you. And I'm going to include Jacob. I'm going to include him. All of you motherfuckers.
How right we are?
It is so fucking hilarious how you guys take one bad take and talk about, oh, this is such a bad take. There's a lot of bad takes on this show.
The thing is, you defended it.
I let you speak. I let you speak.
All right, go ahead.
I let you speak.
Yeah,
On my
This
show,
show
thank you.
is about fucking bad takes. You said DaRon Bland was trash. Bad take.
He is. What are you talking
No, the
about?
fuck he
By the
is
way,
not.
on TikTok,
Are you fucking?
He's bad.
there's a spinoff on TikTok of guys showing your take and then going into their car and explaining why this is a horrible take.
No way, really?
You
No, there
yes.
is?
It's
Yes.
on-
No
Shut
way.
up. Go ahead
No
on TikTok.
way.
There's a dude. He's like, and it's him, and he's like, this is the worst take I've ever seen, and this dude goes off.
Was he wearing
I
a
showed it to
cowboy
Sinead
hat?
last
I'll
night.
have to find
It's awesome.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but he sucks.
Okay. Anyways, you said the Raiders had
All
a good
day,
season.
Rafa.
I didn't know not making it to the playoffs was a good season.
You don't know their standards.
Yeah, their standards
You
are
don't
low.
know their
When did you
standards.
say Raiders had a good season?
He said it to me
I said
personally.
it at home because of where we started and where we finished.
That's different.
It's a bad take. Not
No,
making it
it's
to
not.
the playoffs is a good season, Rafa.
It's the Raiders. How many
Rafa,
games did they win?
Rafa,
How many games
if
did they
the
win?
Tex-
You
if the Texans
make it
don't
to
make
the
the
playoffs, it's not a good season.
no.
I understand that 100%.
No, that's
a bad take.
Raider
That's a bad
fans,
take.
It's a bad take.
Raider fans have a different.
It's a bad take.
Raider fans have a different thing. They're like highlight their playoffs is 7 games.
Okay, let me continue.
Let's win 7
You had
games.
the fucking 49ers in the 7th seed. Let's move on.
That's crazy.
You had
That's a prediction.
You had Ohio State in your best fucking playoff scenario. Let's go move on with that.
We all have bad
We
takes.
all have
CJ.
bad takes.
Yes,
no,
we say we know this.
I think Eddie has amnesia because what the fuck did I do? I just went on his little private text and said, "Hey, the parody part was a bad part of my take." Okay.
Did he say that? He apologized to you?
Click on that shit and then click on 26 as a dog. This
I
motherfucker
see the guy.
spinoff.
Wait, let's see.
Could you? Oh, we
Hold
can't-
Put it on the microphone. Click it.
Oh
the
my
microphone
god.
right there.
Here, hand it to me and I'll point so everyone can see it.
When he was taking that ass whooping, he got an interception. But let's not front like DK and the stud is not capable.
Rafa's has
Dude,
spinoffs.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this
Let me
fucking
see.
bozo. He had a bad game and he had an interception. Of course, they threw
Thank
at him
you.
100 times.
Thank you, Rafa.
They threw it up. They completed 17 passes, well, 18 because you had 1 interception after you allowed 17 receptions for 200
DaRon
yards.
Bland got cooked by the
Dude, he's
Lions.
ranked
He's
second
garbage.
PFF.
He was PFF ranked number 1.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Nobody has that many. If you're good,
The
nobody goes to
PFF rankings are flawed.
You know
by the
that.
way.
So now
Yes, they
that
are.
I've sat there
But
and
you can't
named-
call him garbage and he's number 1 ranked in the fucking PFF.
I could
They're
call
not that
Trayvon
bad.
Diggs was number 1 that one year, and he also sucked.
And he also sucked.
Yeah.
Now that I've gone through everybody's examples of bad takes, there's examples to go around the fucking table. Jacob Rutgers. Fuck.
Hey, Rutgers covered.
The cover machine.
Rutgers
The cover
covers.
machine.
Fuck Rutgers. Anyways,
The cover.
I texted Eddie and said the parody part was a bad part of my take.
I didn't get that text.
You didn't get that text because he brought it up. So I texted him because he brought it up. Said the parody part was a bad. Yes, it was. The parody part was a bad part of my take. But motherfuckers, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 about bad fucking takes. All right. I was saying that college football and the guys who actually play college football right now fucking agree with me. I got to speak to a little guy named fucking Latu who's going to the fucking NFL. He thinks college football is more exciting. I got to speak to fucking.
That's not true.
It's more exciting, Rafa. In my fucking opinion, it is more exciting than the NFL.
Yeah, but you're bringing up like, oh, I talked to this guy and
no,
he said
I'm
it's
just,
fine. That's
I'm
fine.
just
That's his-
bringing up people who play
Did
the
you
game.
watch Toledo,
Hold
Wyoming?
on.
Yeah, he's so excited he
That was
lost
so
to
fun.
Cal.
That was a great
No,
game.
I
Actually.
watched
that
the
was
Rose
fun to
Bowl.
watch.
I watched
That
the
was a
Rose
bad
Bowl with
example.
the fucking B2 bomber. I watched the fucking Sugar Bowl, fucking half and half. Those things,
The two best games all year.
Those things the NFL just. Can you name me the NFL Rose Bowl? Every year that it's like that. Name me the tradition.
mean it's like
There's
that?
one week 3, week 4,
Yeah,
week
every
5,
week.
Name me.
week 6.
Every
Are you
week.
fucking
Name
kidding
it.
me?
I see
Detroit,
what, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Detroit
saying.
Cowboys.
I see what you're saying.
I know what you're trying to say,
see
but
what
there's
you're
a
saying,
good
but
game
you're delivering
to that
it wrong.
level
Every
Okay,
week.
so deliver it. Deliver it.
So I'm gonna put my Che translator cap on.
You speak Bianca Matuka?
What I think you're trying to say, and I agree with this part, the Rose Bowl, and this year I think was
Doesn't
back
count.
to an anomaly because the Rose Bowl is back in the playoff. The Rose Bowl itself, like the pageantry, the
It's great
build up
every
to
year.
it, the build up to it, the game itself was so fun to watch this year. What Che is trying to say is like
And there's more examples.
There's
The Egg Bowl.
The Egg
game.
Bowl.
Like, we can go on and on and on.
I understand
Hold on.
that. I
Let him
understand
finish. Let him
that.
finish.
Okay.
Let him finish before you three jump
so, again, what I think you're trying to say is the rivalry that is brought throughout college football, like the Egg Bowl, Ohio State, Michigan, UCLA, SC Notre Dame, like those ones, it's hard to find that in the NFL on a consistent basis.
Every year is crazy.
Because the thing in college football, again, this is what Che is saying.
This is my opinion.
Okay, that's
I think
fine.
what
I
he's
understand what you're saying.
I know where you're coming from with this too, because I heard the same thing. I'm like 50-50 on it. Alabama-Auburn, like this year. Auburn was a joke most of the year. And then
Auburn's a joke most years.
It goes down to the wire. So I think what he's saying is like, you're not going to see, I mean, for years.
You're
like
not going to see like Arizona
Green Bay,
Cardinals.
Chicago.
You're not gonna
Eagles
see,
on
like,
the road
like,
in the fucking
or
a
Dallas
must-win
week
game?
3.
He's saying the
certain games will
rivalry.
always
I understand that. That's fine.
The fans,
Is that what
all
you're
of
trying to say,
that.
though? Like,
That's
certain
my
games
That's
are
what
always good
he's saying.
regardless.
That it makes
Simple.
more sense. He's saying the rivalry will always be continuous in college football.
The fans, the
fans,
rivalries,
everything. Like
everything to me is more exciting.
Like
It's just my
the
opinion.
Eagles Cardinals thing, like you're bringing up. That's not a rivalry. It's a crazy ass.
it's not.
It's a crazy ass
not.
upset, and it's fun.
And it would never happen in college football.
That's the difference.
Yes.
That's the difference. That
App State beating Michigan.
App
all
State beat
those years
Michigan.
ago.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it happens.
wow.
You
It
can't
happens.
say it doesn't
What?
happen.
8 years ago?
it rarely happens though, CJ.
Auburn, like I
No,
can't
that-
say almost because it's a terrible argument.
The kick six?
The kick six, like that doesn't happen in the
understand.
How long ago
NFL.
was that?
The fuck it doesn't
It
happen in
doesn't,
the NFL.
it doesn't happen. The kick six.
How long ago was the kick six?
How about the
10 years ago,
Browns beating the
10 years ago today,
49ers?
and it's still being talked about, huh?
The Browns beating the 49ers.
Yeah, but that's not a tradition. It's not built
doesn't
into the
matter.
That's
So
what's
you
great
gotta-
about it.
okay.
That's in my
What about
opinion.
Christmas Day Raiders Chiefs?
In
The Raiders are
my
not supposed to win that game.
opinion,
They dicked them that game.
okay, are the Raiders dicking the Chiefs every year? No, they're not. Are the Raiders competing
That's
with
not
the?
what
No,
we're saying.
I'm not. It's not. In my opinion.
You guys are getting confused. You guys
No,
are
I know
getting
exactly
confused
what
with
he's saying.
I
No,
know
he doesn't
exactly
because
what
he
he's
doesn't
saying.
watch college football. You don't.
I know exactly what you're saying. All the rivalries in college are different. The Iron Bowl, when it's played at Auburn, it doesn't matter how good or bad Auburn is at home. Auburn always competes in that game. At O'Hare, we've seen it every other year for the last 6. We've seen it. All right, but some of those great rivalry games, like the USC, UCLA, aren't always fucking good. Those games are garbage.
Usually bad.
Usually straight trash. Okay, usually, 100% straight trash. This year you had a trash game. Last year was the only good one. The year before that was straight garbage. They're usually always bad. Bottom line, that fucking Iowa State game, trash. The fucking Red River rivalry, usually pretty good. Usually.
Or blowout.
But it's been a couple handful of blowouts. The Michigan-Ohio State, for a long time, Michigan didn't even show up. Like, Rich Rodriguez, I don't even think he showed up.
That's right now.
Florida,
Michigan, Ohio State is the best it's been.
Right now, that's fine.
Auburn,
Right
Alabama.
now.
So let me ask.
But this is the thing.
Can I ask you this? Is your take as a whole the college that there's less parity in college football?
No,
because
that was-
he's
that
done
was
with
bad.
that.
We're
He-
over
he-
that.
he
Okay,
knows that.
he's wrong on that.
so is the
Just like
argument?
you're wrong about the Raiders.
So is your argument right now that you're trying to make is that college football there is more of a competitiveness?
No.
No,
When we're talking
that's
about
the same as
professionals,
parity.
It's the,
That's the
no.
same thing.
That's the same as parity.
He's saying that all the games that the games are more exciting because the fans when they come to the game.
Oh, so you're saying as an atmospheric
As an atmospheric thing, I think college football is just more exciting. It just is the fans, the way they get into it.
Band.
The fucking Texas, fucking in Oklahoma State, they're killing a Longhorn and putting it in front of a fucking fraternity.
That
shit's crazy.
The
It's
Washington,
scary.
Yeah,
the
but-
Washington players
The
going up to
Washington
that
players,
Texas guy after
the
the game
fucking
was pretty
UCLA
crazy.
players stealing gold shit from Colorado. That's just not happening in the NFL.
That's
It's
just pure
fucking-
robbery. I mean, that's not
that's
a rivalry.
atmosphere.
That's just actual robbery.
But that's the
Like that is
atmosphere.
literally you
That's
just got
the
robbed. That's not an atmosphere.
That is
Hold on,
atmosphere.
CJ.
That's
Yes,
a story.
CJ.
That's a
Listen, your
story.
argument was wonderful until you got to
No.
that. Oh, you know what?
That's the
we went to
craziness.
what craziness?
That's the craziness.
That's the fucking
After the game.
Also,
we're ta-
recruits did that, by the way.
After the game.
Who's recruits?
After the game, you're
CJ,
like,
are you out of your mind?
You watch an exciting ass game. You're
You
like,
know what that is
the
like?
fuck?
That is like the Eagles fans after the game walking down to all the Philly cheesesteak places and eating all the Philly cheesesteaks
No.
and robbing the place. Robbing the place. That is the exact same thing. What a how great is college football that
Tennessee-
you show up with
the
your gold
Tennessee-
chains and get jacked at the Rose Bowl.
The Tennessee goalpost when they beat Alabama. put
Okay,
it in the river.
all that is great,
It's
but
amazing.
you getting robbed,
Yes.
you getting robbed while you're
Yes.
on the field is not
It's
good.
crazy.
Getting robbed was a crazy.
I'm saying.
How great is
Even
that?
CJ knows he's wrong.
Oh my God,
It's
CJ.
an opinion.
An
CJ.
opinion of getting robbed.
I'm saying that
It's like you know what? You know what it's like? You know what it's like? You know what it's like? It's like him sitting here doing the podcast and two guys steal his car right now. How exciting is that?
Content.
Podcast is the best.
Podcast is the
That's a
best.
completely different
Content.
thing. In the
CJ,
end,
the man- the guys got robbed
Hold
for
on, hold on.
chains.
In the end, I am saying that the atmosphere of college football, the stories that come out of it, the fans, the craziness, like I think that is more exciting than what the NFL produces every year.
I need
That's
to bite
my
his ear off
opinion.
and show him what a fucking real Raider fan does to a fucking 49er fan.
No,
Lose.
I
Bite
understand.
your fucking ear off.
I
Lose.
understand.
Go home with a loss.
Listen, I love college football. I love it. But there's things about the games on a week-to-week basis. Like everybody, like Zach will bring up, oh, well, you know, Alabama's going to play Middle Tennessee, Chattanooga, blah, 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 blah. Well, dude, everyone has a Middle Tennessee of Chattanooga with Bible women or whatever the fuck the college is called. Everyone has that on their schedule.
Yeah.
In the NFL,
Don't overlook the
nobody's
Bible woman.
in the NFL, nobody's playing Middle Tennessee State
Yeah,
of,
they're playing
of
Carolina.
Chattanooga. You're right. They're playing Arizona. They're playing Carolina. And guess what? At the end, those teams, 95% of the time, have a chance. In college, on a week-to-week basis, if you took 25 teams and you took 25 games, you can probably pick the winner in 24 to 25
I think Chase
without
I
a
think
line
Chase-
spread.
I think
without
Chase
a point spread.
Shay's argument is a year too early. Next year with a 12 team
No, it's not.
with a 12
I know
team
what you're saying.
I know what you're saying, but with a 12 team playoff, I think it's easier for you to defend this take because
Listen.
games are going to matter more next year in college
I'm
football.
defending this take right now. I'm not going to wait a year.
No, I'm not saying you have to, but in a year, this take is going to have like a
Guys,
year
the
from
excitement
today,
of
we
college
can come
football-
back to this.
Oh, yeah.
The excitement of college football, you cannot take it away. There's no doubt about it. But the actual product on the field is not even close.
Way too many
No,
45
that's
point.
Not, that's not my part of my
It's
argument.
no, I know, I understand. I think college is great, but the games sometimes aren't great. And I'll tell you what. Right now, this is the bad part about college. That college is over.
Yeah.
At the college is over the first week of December, the shit is over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait 2 months to get a playoff game. Or the entire month of December, you have to wait. Why? Because the transfer portal is the stupidest thing that they have done. You know what you should do? And Lane Kiffin touched about it, and this is what I text Eddie that I wanted to talk about. The transfer portal you cannot enter the transfer portal until the national title game is over.
Yes.
Kirby
That-
Smart,
you
Kirby
cannot-
Smart,
that
Kirby
has to be
Smart went
fixed.
off.
And
on-
Lane said the same thing because you're ruining bowl games. Why do people watch football? Why people watch football and it's only increased in popularity because you can gamble on it. This guy who doesn't gamble is literally gambling now. Because you can gamble. Granted, he's doing the NBA, so he's probably going to become a total degenerate.
Yeah.
But in reality, it was always, parlay cards for football on Sunday. That's what it was. You add now DraftKings, all this, fantasy, blah, blah, blah. That's why people watch it. So That's why it's the most popular sport in the world. The college part of it, you're ruining the entire month of December because these bowl games don't matter to a lot of these people because none of the guys are playing.
Yeah.
Which sucks for the sport because I guarantee you nobody's watching that Duke Mayo bowl game because we don't know who's playing.
That's
No, you're
so
right.
guys aren't gambling on
You're
it, so
right.
they're not watching it.
You're right. No, you're
Did you
100.
see
You're
that disgusting
100%
shit?
right.
I hate the Mayo Bowl. It's the most disgusting.
Did you see that game?
Dude, I would never
you see-
watch that
did
because
you
Yeah,
see
we
the
were
sandwich
fucking
game?
Mayo.
We were
sandwich game?
texting about it in our chat. Remember?
Every commercial break,
Fuck,
they
even
just
Liberty
continue
Oregon.
to put mayonnaise on the more disgusting thing.
That's because they had no fucking commercials because nobody was going to watch these games.
Or the
was horrible.
fucking Pop-Tart Bowl.
So and
That was pretty
The other
cool.
thing,
It was.
The end.
the other thing, since we're on the college
wanna talk
topic,
about reffing?
I want to talk about the refs. They don't call unnecessary roughness. They literally will go and be like, "Oh no, wait, let's review that for targeting, bro. It's not targeting because the guy, but it's actually unnecessary roughness. Make that call. They don't understand when to make that call. It's either targeting or not. The only thing they call is roughing the passer. But if not, everything else, there is no unnecessary roughness. Like, bro, the guy coming and then jumping on top of the pile when it's done, like after the play, that's a fucking penalty.
And it happens all the
And
time.
it happens all the time. But we're not going to call it because we don't know how to call that.
Or the guy coming and ripping a guy off the pile at the end for no fucking reason.
That's unnecessary roughness.
I mean, the
Call
dude
that.
from Florida that threw the cleat
Yes,
like a few
shit like
years
that.
ago.
They don't call that. The refs are terrible, just like the refs are in college basketball as well. You need to fix.
The biggest example of that was this past weekend with the Michigan game when JJ got laid out
Oh, yes.
out
Oh,
of
man.
bounds.
I can't
And-
believe that call didn't
and they
happen.
called wasn't unnecessary roughness, but they called something on Michigan for a similar hit on the
That's just
on
a
the
bad
quarterback.
decision. That's just a bad decision.
But no, it's the same thing.
No. It's not the same thing because I'm talking about actual plays where a defenseless receiver's coming across the middle, he gets laid the fuck out, and you're hitting a defenseless receiver, but they didn't target him because they didn't lead with the crown of their helmet, so they don't call they call it targeting.
That's why
they
targeting
review
will
it.
probably
Because
be
you
gone
can't-
this year.
They're scared because you can't pick up that flag. So they're waiting for someone
Right.
to make a decision.
Well, but think
idea-
about it. If a guy's getting laid out on the middle of the field, but he doesn't get targeting, but guess what? He got laid the fuck out, and he's defenseless. That is an unnecessary roughness penalty that they need to call, and they don't.
The idea of targeting, though, when it was put into college football,
Inception.
was because of they wanted to protect the quarterback. But it's exactly what you said. You can't pick up that flag.
Yeah.
They wanted
that's
to
fine.
put targeting in the way it's written so you can review it. So you call targeting,
That's
you go and
great.
review it.
It's wonderful. Review it all you want, but the plays that are not targeting, that are actually unnecessary roughness, you're not calling.
That's why
You're
targeting will
calling-
be removed after this year.
I don't know. I hope so.
Targeting more than likely
They need.
will be
They
removed
don't
after
have to
this year.
remove targeting. Add unnecessary roughness to it because that you can't review. And there's some guys, I don't know who it was last week, took a shot across the middle of the field with no fucking football in his hand. Took a shot, got laid out, but the guy didn't lead with his helmet, so you couldn't call it. And it's literally like, dude, you can injure the guy.
There are like
know what,
5
though?
penalties they don't call.
But here's the thing, and let's put a bow on this shit, because here's the one thing that football does do, both college and NFL. They change about 5 rules every fucking year. They go and say, we got this wrong, we got this right, we got this wrong. So at least there's flexibility, unlike, baseball. There's flexibility in the sport. They'll eventually get this shit right.
There's
I
a
hear-
willingness to change.
Yes.
They've
I hear what
changed.
you guys.
College has changed one thing in the last 10 years. So, and the one thing they changed was the rolling clock.
I was gonna say the clock.
yeah.
Okay, and
Which
they
wasn't.
should.
I mean, didn't make
It makes a
big
huge difference.
made a
It does.
made a
It did
huge-
make
as
a
far
big
as-
It made a
difference
huge
this year.
difference because now that's why the product was so bad
There
this
was
year.
too many commercials.
Well, no, the product was so bad this year because all these coaches that don't understand how to call timeouts in college, they always thought, oh, well, the clock's going to stop. And then all of a sudden you see this guy and now he says 3 timeouts with 22 seconds. It's like, dude, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
no, you're right. You're 100% right on that take. I agree. I thought it was a bad decision to do that.
Well, no, the coaches have to get better. They will adjust to that. I'm okay with that. But the roughing, the unnecessary roughness part, I think they need to address and implement that into the refs. You need to understand when to call this because you never call it.
Who
Yeah.
knew Rafa was so sensitive about contact?
Well, when it costs you 15 yards on 3rd and 11,
Yeah.
it hurts.
when it doesn't give me a first down to cover my bet.
Damn
That's when
right.
it really matters.
No, but it's
That's-
bad. Just like in college.
Now we know what this really is getting down to.
Rafa's
This is-
100%.
from the TV.
100%. Because like you said, the only reason we watch that shit is because there's money on the line.
Yeah.
If there wasn't money
gotta
on the
get it
line,
right.
the NFL,
You're right.
college
You're
people are
right.
going to
You're-
watch because
you're
fans
100%
and
right.
they get
You gotta
attached
get
to
it
the
right.
school.
You gotta get
You
it
have
right.
to get it right.
You're right.
So, but anyways, let's get on to the goodies.
Can I just say something really quick?
Go ahead.
You have no fucking problem with the strike zone being horrible.
Yeah, I don't mind that because I don't mind that.
Okay.
I
On to the
don't,
next.
I don't mind that.
Okay, we're
I
not
don't
on
mind it.
baseball, guys. This
We
isn't
could be
baseball
though.
day.
I
On
know.
to the next.
I just. What are you gonna do with the umpire?
He's gonna sit there and fucking. He's gonna get buzzed.
No, what I
Strike
like. No,
fucking
that's
ball.
that's stupid. That's stupid.
It's not
Well,
stupid,
you know what
it's
I like?
actually
I like
fucking-
when you can challenge. Like the batter can just turn around, challenge
I
real
like
quick.
that.
It takes 2
Let's do
seconds.
that.
They do it in the minor
Let's do
leagues.
that.
They started doing it where you turn around, you challenge.
And it's worked.
Yeah, and the batter can challenge one time and is at bat.
Let's do that.
So, but no, they're not going to do shit. They're going to put a robot back there soon. But anyways, Monday night, Washington.
National College Football Championship. What we've all been waiting for.
We are here.
The thing is, CJ, we are huge college football fans.
We'll be watching live with the listeners.
Yes, we will do this. You could watch us. We're gonna lose our shit.
We're in live bet.
Yes, I'm gonna be dancing on top of Rafa's fucking head. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a live show on Monday. We can't show the TV, but you can show me.
So Monday
stuff
will
in
be
my
on
face.
at.
Short scoreboard.
Are we going to be on
That's
at
a
5
live
o'clock?
scoreboard.
Whenever.
What's the game's at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes.
4:30, I thought.
No way. Not a chance.
No,
No.
4:30.
have to be.
No, he doesn't know how to read.
Probably
television.
5:45. If I had to guess.
4:30.
All right, so we're gonna
Swish.
swish. This is bullshit.
Swiss.
And,
Swish.
You guys better leave at fucking 11:30.
sorry, guys. So we're gonna be on live Monday at 4:30. We're gonna live stream throughout the game, talk shit, call plays in the huddle. We're gonna do it all. The
Let's talk about it.
big game, Michigan, the only game, the national title game, Michigan versus Washington.
By the way,
Luke's Michigan.
Let's go,
CJ's
baby.
Washington.
who are
Hey,
the
get CJ to show the shirt. Show this POS shirt.
Who were
God.
the only two people to get our predictions right so far?
3.
Right here.
3. Us 3.
There you go.
Okay, so I just
There you
want to
go,
call
Luke.
out something real quick.
Let's
And-
hear it.
And I fucking railed Giggity Eddie in the car.
Oh, I believe all of that.
It pisses me the fuck off that you can bet
I
on
love
one
it when he
team
gets all
and then
riled up.
post on Instagram another team and then say I'm right. I don't understand that.
Che
Can
texted
you
me
explain
this.
that to me, Rafa, please?
Che-
Because that's flippy, floppy ass fuck.
Can I-
Stick to
I'll
one
I'll
team.
tell you what.
Wait,
I'll
wait,
tell you
can I
what.
read the text? Can I read the
What's
text?
on record though?
What's on record? You put it on Instagram and then bet on something else and then said I'm right. You bet on one team
I
and
know
then put
these
on
two guys are
Instagram
gonna
the
agree
other
with
team.
me.
Yeah.
All right, so in the group chat, when I sent the picture of everything when the national title, and I said, seems like some of us know ball and others don't.
Yes.
Shay texts me on the side, and he goes, "You're the only one who knows ball. Only one whose list is accurate. They all picked one team and bet the other. Flippy floppy."
It is flippy floppy. Is it not?
I didn't pick Michigan.
I was wrong. I picked Alabama, but at least
I
I'm
picked
wrong
Alabama
and I
as
stood
well.
on one team.
I picked Alabama as well.
I was wrong and I stood on one team. I wasn't wrong and said, "Oh, but I'm going to bet on this team and then I'm going to put this team on Instagram and say that I'm right."
Eddie
So
was
how-
right.
so how did
Eddie
I
was
flip?
right.
How did I-
Eddie
No,
didn't flip.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our executive producer over here.
So, you can check my bet slip that I had Michigan up until 5 minutes before the game.
Is it not
actually
flippy
texted me,
floppy
yes.
to post one team and then bet on another?
This is
So,
America,
this is
CJ.
America.
You
It's
can
a-
change your mind.
By the way, if you're doing
You
that
can
to
change your mind. You
if you're
can't
doing
be
that to
flippy
me,
floppy.
if you're doing that to me, Rafa had an Alabama ticket and he has a Washington and
Rafa was
Michigan
wrong.
future ticket.
He was wrong.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
I have-
in
I
the
have-
end, Rafa
Well,
might be
yeah,
right.
Rafa
but
had
Rafa is
3
not
different
sitting
winners.
here being like, "Oh yeah, I'm right, yeah, dap up, stand up." No, motherfucker. He sit back there and watched y'all. Y'all motherfuckers got up when y'all motherfuckers bet on one team and posted on Instagram
What?
another.
I did not.
Technically,
You did
I
not.
posted
You did
first.
not.
Give me my credit for once.
Give me
please.
my credit, please.
Please.
Hey, maybe he'll get it when he starts betting on stuff.
Maybe, but I'll
we'll get
bet
him.
and I'll post on Instagram the same team that I fucking bet. It's called standing on business.
I can't
Learn about
wait.
it.
I can't wait till
called
CJ bets.
being
He's
right.
gonna be
Oh,
fucking
man.
great.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't fucking wait.
Yes.
I'm willing to just fucking give him money to gamble. Just to see what
Come on,
happens.
baby, I'm here.
So
I take shit for free.
Michigan minus 4.5. I'm riding with them dogs, baby.
Over under 56 and a half.
I'm riding with them dogs.
Let's get
I'm
into
taking the Huskies.
Let's get into.
I love the Huskies against the Texas. There's no doubt about it.
Nope. Can I please? May I please?
Go ahead.
But
Jim Harbaugh, 3 years ago, calls his brother, says, I got to beat Ohio State. Remember, Jim Harbaugh was on the outs. His brother goes, take one of these two guys, his current defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And then you have the current defensive coordinator at the Ravens.
Yeah.
Takes him, beats Ohio State.
Yeah.
What offense does Washington run? Ohio State's offense.
The fuck they do.
Ohio State's
offense.
The
Fuck
2000.
they do.
You're going to tell me they don't run the 2019, 2020, 2021 Ohio State offense? It's a lesser version than that. That Ohio State offense, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Olave,
Are you out of your mind?
Marvin Harrison Jr., C.J. Stroud. You're going to tell me Michael Penix is not just a lesser C.J. Stroud?
What?
100%.
Oh my God, you're out of your fucking mind.
100%.
CJ,
This offensive coordinator from Washington is
Michigan
great.
is so geared up to beat this game, to make this a gritty game. Michigan wins this game.
Washington plus 4.5 for fucking everything. For fucking everything. Harbaugh got his baby brothers, sisters, cousins
Let me tell
to
you.
come coach this shit.
This game hinges on one fucking thing and one thing alone.
Michael Penix.
Which showed up in the fucking Alabama and Michigan game. Michigan's defensive tackles are incredible.
Really good.
Unlike years past where they had great defensive ends, this time they have two great defensive tackles.
You cannot go up.
If Washington and this, what did Texas have as an advantage this year? Their defensive front is unbelievable.
They had the best defensive front in the country.
They get after the quarterback.
Boom, not anymore.
We saw it with Oregon in person. This offensive line from Washington is very fucking good.
It's almost like somebody said they were the Joe Moore Award winner.
And I'm telling you
He did.
right now that if they can block 78 and I think it's 98 up front,
55, Graham.
then Graham from Servite.
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 Trinity League. Represent.
Yes, Orange County.
Kicked my ass as a senior when he was a
Freaking
sophomore.
Fryer. There you go. He's had his hands on CJ. He should know.
Shocker.
Giggity. But I'm telling
All up
you,
in it.
this offense is great. It's dynamic, and they can go fast. They can go slow. They can run the ball. Number 7, how healthy he's going to be, I don't know.
That's the big.
But here's the thing. He ran for 49 fucking yards.
didn't do
but
much.
every fucking yard seems they run the ball when they should. They get 3 or 4 yards. Their yardage doesn't make. They have you off balance. And Penix is doing the Tom Brady shift left. Penix looks unbelievable. And I always choose the better quarterback. Washington plus fucking 4.5.
Go Dogs!
I back Rafa.
Listen,
They're
danger.
Pac-12 is Pac-12 is going out as
I
a
feel
wiener.
so good with my pick now that Eddie chose Washington.
Listen.
Damn.
I've
But
loved
after
Michigan all year.
Washington.
He has.
All year I love.
Eddie's loved Michigan
all year.
all
Every
year
fucking
long,
year.
all
Every
season,
year.
all season.
Yeah.
We've talked about how good they've been. The thing is, this is they could win, but
Will.
well, we don't know about that because
will.
I know Harbaugh struggles to win those championship
Big
games.
games.
Big games, yeah. Big games, he struggles to win them. But luckily, he got baby brother's steps cousin's neighbor to help him out there to beat Ohio State. Yay, another guy who, by the way, can't win a fucking big game at Ohio State. Washington, this is the best quarterback that Michigan's going to face
All year.
all
Not
year.
even close.
He's better than C.J. Stroud was last year.
Yeah, correct.
He's a better college
agree.
quarterback than C.J. Stroud was.
Correct.
With lesser weapons than C.J. Stroud.
Correct.
And he's phenomenal.
Correct.
Phenomenal. He could have been the Heisman, but Jaden was that much better. Washington, listen, Michigan can't score. If they don't run the ball, they cannot score.
Corum will run all over that defense.
So this is where I think the game should be focused on. Texas ran the ball really, really well whenever they wanted to. If it wasn't, Quinn Ewers didn't play all that well of a game, but Texas ran the ball really, really well. Washington is like 103rd or whatever in rush defense. If Michigan can run
They're the worst pass defense in all of college football.
Yes. If Michigan can run the ball and maintain clock, and keep
It doesn't matter.
And keep Penix off the
It
field.
doesn't matter.
I'm saying
we saw it in Oregon.
I'm saying that's the
Washington
only
had
way.
like 5 minutes of fucking playing time, and they were fucking beating.
That's the only way I think Michigan can win. I think if Washington looks to the sideline and controls clock like they do and just sits there and then Penix throws fucking bombs all, I just think Michigan can't score. I like what you said. I agree with the better quarterback in the game is Michael Penix, and I like the Dogs.
I'm just saying, can I make a bold fucking prediction here? DeBoer, whatever the fuck his name is.
Kalen DeBoer.
He will be Ohio State's fucking coach in 2 fucking years. Oh. That guy is a fucking great coach. That dude is a great coach. Yes. He will be at Ohio State in 2 years.
He's a great coach. He won't be the Ohio State coach.
Oh.
If Ryan Day just keeps losing big games, why the fuck would he not be?
Why would you keep him?
For what?
To keep losing. They'll beat Michigan next year if Harbaugh leaves.
I think so.
So,
I think
100%.
Even when they don't. Actually, with Will Rogers, they're beating fucking Michigan.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah.
So, what the fuck?
Go ahead, Eddie.
You look dazed and
Let's
confused.
go over. We know. Are you
CJ
taking?
got mad at me for flip flopping. Therefore, he should be mad at Eddie for flip flopping. He's taking Washington this game.
Yeah, he took.
No.
Wait,
Eddie,
wait.
no.
Can you pull up?
You're not understanding, CJ.
Eddie, pull it up. Eddie, pull
I
it
can
up.
change my fucking mind after what I saw. Okay, the last 2
Yeah,
fucking
that's
weeks.
not the same. That's not what he's saying.
No, that's not. I'm not saying.
He's saying you put up online that you were that's who you were picking on your fucking pick 'em, and then you bet Bama. That's like fucking Zach crying the entire fucking group chat for 100 messages that the SEC sucks and the SEC is done because he bet Bama and they lost. That's exactly the same shit.
100%.
That's why
Zach slid
Can we have Zach call in?
That is the dumbest fucking shit.
Zach, call in and defend yourself because that's
There's no defending himself, and you know
exactly what he did.
he wants Eddie to sit here and defend him. He wants Eddie to sit here and defend. His take was that the SEC is done because they're not in the championship game for the first time since like fucking 2008.
The SEC is 4-1
ever.
versus the Big Ten in bowl games. I'm just saying.
Player, we don't even.
just
It's your bowl game, CJ. Don't take that. Don't take that.
It's the first time the SEC doesn't have a person in the championship since the first college
football playoff. Exactly. Yeah. And you're gonna just sit here and claim that it's done, that it's over. Like, dude, it's not over.
It's a SEC hate thing.
Can
man.
I don't know if this
CJ hates SEC and he understands that that's not true.
I think you're gonna hate me for this take though. I really
hate you for a lot of takes.
Yeah, you hate me for, but this one I feel like Rafa's gonna be like, what the fuck? I texted Luke this. I think the additions of Oregon, Washington, USC, UCLA did more for the Big Ten than what Texas and Oklahoma did for
You
the SEC.
texted me that after what I said, by the way.
Oh, here we go. Scott, measure your wieners later.
Like, fuck. I said that, and I think what do you think about that?
No, you're right, because you're bringing in 4 huge programs. All, by the way, SC and UCLA are very underachieving programs at this point.
The biggest winner of the weekend was the Big Ten.
I think so.
The only reason
they won 1 game.
The only reason that you bring in,
they're proving that they now need to be looked at least in the conversation, as the dominant division in college football.
Why?
Conference.
You're bringing Washington in.
It doesn't matter. You're bringing in Washington without Michael Penix. How good were they with Browning? How good were they before Michael Penix? Michael Penix will be
they're
gone.
actually good with Browning. Actually,
they made the playoff with Browning.
They made. Oh, okay.
You're right.
You're right. They lose by like 30 or whatever.
Got their ass whooped.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's right. They were Pac-12 good at that time, but
what about Brock Eward?
Yeah, no, he was a monster. Guys, listen. It's a huge addition that you add Oregon and USC and UCLA and all the history and blah, 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 and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's still Ohio State's Big Ten to win and lose.
Yes.
It rolls through them every year.
Yeah.
Michigan is now just like, oh, you're just showing up after fucking 10 years of Harbaugh or whatever it's been. You just now showed up. Because the last time you showed up, you got your ass whooped by TCU. You now just showed up. You won 1 fucking game to get to the championship finally, and now Michigan's on top of the fucking world. Eat a dick. Get out of here. Dude, Ohio State getting Will Rogers is the biggest play. It's better than adding all those 4 teams to the Big Ten. Because Will Rogers with Ohio State, I guarantee you they're in the playoff, and that will let me rephrase it. There's going to be 12 teams in the playoffs. They will be one of the 4 seats to get above.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's guaranteed.
So, but they're
Air Force
great.
is going to make
Ten,
it into the fucking playoffs.
Don't say that.
Dude, I'd be so upset if we
Big Ten's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. But for you to come out and put a claim out there that the SEC is done is just stupid.
Well, I didn't say that.
You sound stupid. Nah, you didn't say that.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick?
Yeah.
So we saw this Oregon Liberty game. Started off close, ended up being an ass.
I didn't.
Ugh.
I would never watch that game.
I watched it. Can we reconsider the group of 5 automatic in the 12? We have to reconsider it.
What do you mean?
I can't have a Liberty at 12.
But
getting
Liberty,
your ass
listen,
whooped.
No,
Liberty
12.
wasn't 12. You have to remember this. Liberty was 18, but you had to put one of the. They will not. Next year it's going to be the top 12, and it doesn't have to be a Power 5, a
I
non-Power
think
5.
group of 5 has automatic one consideration.
Well, they can have a consideration, but if you're not a 12,
Why wouldn't you put a Power 5
Liberty looked
champion?
at it
Liberty's
this
a bad example.
Automatic bid.
Tulane
Liberty
last
was
year.
undefeated.
It was
No, but in
but Liberty was 133 out of 133 in strength of schedule.
Right, but no, I understand that.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, I watch a ton of Liberty games as I watched a ton of Jacksonville State games.
Liberty won't get
and
in.
Rich Rod did a great job at Jacksonville State this year. I watched a ton of their games, by the way. But those teams
Too
do
many.
not belong in the playoff. Too many games. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
I'm saying because the NCAA is saying they're getting a group of 5 gets an automatic bid.
They should.
I don't think
a
so.
non-group of 5 team.
No, group of 5.
The Power 5.
No, group of
Group of
What
5.
the fuck is Group of
Power
5?
Power 5 is the Big
SEC,
Ten,
Big Ten.
So
SEC.
a MAC, a
So
Sun
what's the
Belt,
group of five?
MAC, a Sun Belt.
Mountain West, Sun Belt.
ACC.
They get an automatic bid into the playoffs.
So imagine this. Let's take this year, for example, and
The non-household names.
let's take this year, right? And I think at 12 might have been LSU. 12 or 13 this year,
Would have been Arizona, LSU.
you would have had a debate this year
Yeah.
at 12 and 13 because even though you're letting in 12 teams, 13 was Arizona.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me, and 12 or 13, 14, something like that, was
Or like
LSU,
11
Arizona,
was-
and somebody else.
11 was Iowa, I think.
So so we
But
cannot
right, but-
put LSU Heisman
We're not
in the
talking
12th
about
spot.
Ellis.
No, he was.
Iowa.
That's fine. He was in the 12, but if he would have been at 13, there's no way that you can leave Jaden Daniels out. As good as Arizona was playing,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
couldn't leave them out. So imagine leaving out Arizona and LSU for Liberty.
For Liberty.
It's not
That
going to
is
happen.
well,
Not
no.
gonna happen.
If they're saying it's going to happen,
How do you
The
do-
rumor
Who's
is
saying-
that like the top group, like if there's a group of 5 school, like a Tulane last year or a Liberty this year that's undefeated, that puts up 500 yards of offense like Liberty did this season.
If you're undefeated,
that-
you should be in. I don't give a fuck.
That's a bad take.
Florida State just showed us why that's not true.
That's so fucking different.
No, it's not.
Yes,
no,
it
it's
is.
Because a Florida State without
Dude,
Jordan
Florida State is the biggest-
A Florida State without Jordan Travis is Liberty.
You cannot. That's such a different.
Are they not
fucking
Liberty?
circumstance? No, they're not Liberty.
They're not.
They're not.
That's
Like
Jay,
20 guys didn't fucking play.
So Oregon's
Yeah,
not-
because they quit
I'm
on
so torn
football
about
and they
like-
quit on their
I'm so
team.
torn about this.
They have like 5 first-round picks to didn't fucking play.
Eddie, you're right about that.
They
What he's
quit.
saying is not that Florida State is Liberty.
Yeah.
This year, Florida State situation of them being undefeated is Liberty's same situation of being undefeated. Both of the teams, even though we're undefeated, were not deserving.
In their
Liberty
current
wasn't
situation.
deserving of making a playoff, whether it would have been 12 teams this year, and Florida State was not deserving of
How
making
many
a playoff.
fucking small MAC, whack,
There's
SWAC,
a ton, Eddie. Tulane.
that go undefeated.
There's like 2 or 3 every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tulane went undefeated last
Every year.
And they-
I mean,
Tulane beat
Tulane,
SC.
Tulane beat SC in a phenomenal
Yeah,
fucking
so-
game.
So Tulane should have been in the
James
in the 12.
Madison was
Yeah,
on pace
but
this year.
But a team like Liberty specifically, that's 133 out of 133 in strength of schedule, that hasn't played a soul. Why would we let them in?
Yeah.
For what? When you're going to leave LSU with the Heisman out?
We're not saying they're
Arizona
gonna
would know.
No,
leave
but
them
that
out.
was
That's
that
what
would have
they're-
been the case
yeah,
this year.
that's what
That's
they're
what we're
saying.
saying.
That's
so
what
we're
you
gonna
were
have
saying.
every year people think, oh, we're extending it to 12 teams. We're not gonna have that issue. You're not gonna have you're gonna have that issue no matter what. If you extend it to 24 teams, which I believe they should extend it to 24 teams, so we have better games in December
Yes.
than these shit. You can still name it Mayo.
Wow, you
fucking
guys are
Bowl.
so
Follow the FCS
fucking
model.
ungrateful. Already we don't have 12, and already you guys want
No,
fucking
no, no.
24.
Eddie, no.
Wow.
I'm just letting you know this will happen within next year. I promise you.
December madness.
Next year at the
48
13
fucking
seed,
teams.
next year, the 13 seed, we will all feel at this year you can look at it and take LSU and Arizona would have been out of the playoff.
And Liberty would
How
have been
could you
in.
tell me that at the end of the year that LSU and Arizona were not fucking worthy of making a playoff?
They showed that
We'll cross
graphic.
that fucking bridge when we
I'm
fucking
just
get
letting you
there,
know.
man.
Yeah, I'm letting you know right now that bridge is on the route.
It's
like
there.
They're building
we're
it.
driving.
They're building it.
We're
We'll
driving,
deal with it
and
in
we're gonna have to go.
episode 128.
The bridge says under construction right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, they're starting to
there.
build it. It's there already. it's there.
Guys.
Washington, Monday night, Washington plus 4.5. We're going to be live at 4:30.
Yes.
Right? 4:30 Monday
4:30.
night. We're going to have the game on. you can listen to us and watch the game, obviously, because we
Maybe
can't go.
Brandon Rubio will come. We'll give him some cash.
Maybe Brandon Rubio will roll through.
Yes.
Last thing before we end. Paul Feinbaum says, win or lose, Harbaugh's gone. Let's just go yes or no, and what NFL team does he go to? Just do that. And
Who needs a coach?
The whole Paul Feinbaum thing, that it's ridiculous. He is an SEC homer.
Yeah.
He hates,
I hate
and he's been the biggest advocate.
Dude, you see how he wears his AirPods?
Of Jim Harbaugh being a cheater. He's trying to
He
sabotage.
apologized.
Who?
Feinbaum.
For saying that stupid shit?
For saying that he cheated. He walked it back.
Why are people saying because Feinbaum said this, he's definitely
He
not.
works for the SEC network.
Exactly.
Eddie,
It's
everybody does that shit, though. You see it all the time in our group chat because Kirk Herbstreit, tonight's pick on Zach Knight. Kirk Herbstreit said this and that, so Herbstreit is right.
But Feinbaum is the most like
Dude, Herbstreit's a homer as well.
oh my
Yes.
God,
So
he was
A homer.
so
who?
turtling the
Everyone.
balls of Alabama.
you can't be a homer to
that whole
everyone. It
game.
doesn't make any sense.
He
He's
was
a
sitting
homer.
there cradling the balls the
He's a
whole
homer.
game
He's
of
a homer.
Alabama.
I'm not-
It was
But where's he
crazy.
a homer too, Rafa?
Everything that he does, he's a homer.
Makes no sense.
No, I know what Rafa's saying.
Listen, we are not going to give.
He holds on to
Paul,
that shit.
We're not going to give Paul Feinbaum any fucking credit.
No, we're not. But what he's,
But I think
what Luke's saying is
I
let's
think
say he's
Harbaugh's.
gone.
I do think Harbaugh's gone no matter what. So pick a team.
So Luke Feinbaum thinks he's gone.
Yeah.
Pick a team, Eddie.
Or do you think yes or no he's gone? Let's start with that.
I don't think. I think he stays.
Okay, Rafa, yes or no? Is he gone?
Gone.
Okay, where's he go?
Don't say Chargers. I'll fucking jump
I
over here
fucking-
like a fucking.
I fucking
Like a
he would be-
Wolverine.
the Chargers would be stupid if they hired him.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a quarterback that would play that stupid style of fucking run.
They don't
like
have a running
morons.
back.
So where's he going?
I'm
Eckler's
gonna
gone
I'm gonna say the Raiders,
Okay,
which would be terrible.
Ralphie. Ralphie.
Ralphie's
Is he stay or is he
asleep.
gone?
Robbie's asleep.
All right.
Yeah,
Robbie
there it
doesn't
is.
give a fuck.
Chase, stay or is he gone?
He stays.
Okay, Eddie, stay or is he gone?
Stays.
Okay. I think he's gone no matter what. Win or lose, I think Harbaugh's gone. I think the pending suspensions that the NCAA are waiting to hammer him with. Everyone
Tired
forgets.
of it. The guy fucking coached like
He's-
3
he's-
games this year.
He's like, fuck this. He's gone. The way NIL, I don't think he's a good coach when it comes to the transfer portal with NIL and all that. All his players this
Well, what's
last
your
couple
pick?
years, he's gone. I think he is a Raider coach.
All right. That being said,
If
Wait,
I
it would be
had to
terrible.
pick a team, I think he goes to the Chargers
I also say Chargers.
because that ownership needs to show. It's going to show the fans that they're trying
Well, that
to
was
make the right move.
That was the report that Spanos had been meeting with Harbaugh all week last week while they were out here in LA
didn't
and
see
said
that.
that he
Everything I read.
Chargers
says
are fucking
Said
done.
he
There's
put
7
the blank
fucking
check.
Charger fans in
You
Los
could
Angeles.
you could read anything online and they
8.
would tell you that he's going to several different teams.
I know a guy.
I think I
He's
I thought
4.
it was Chicago before Chicago announced that they're bringing back Eberflus. I thought it was Chicago.
That's a bad decision by Chicago, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
should
agree.
hire him.
I
And he
agree.
wants to go there. Actually.
Oh, he wants to. He wants to be that guy. that
Oh,
changes
if he
the
went,
whole
I
thing.
think he would be great
That's why
back
you-
in Chicago.
you get another $10 million.
And I think it'd be perfect for Justin
I think
Fields
he'd
because
take a
they'd run the
discount.
fuck out of the ball.
Yes, 100%.
They'd run the ball, and he'd be able to run that offense.
They have 2 running backs that fit the style that Michigan
They
plays.
need a running back. They need a running
Big
back.
Cat is yes.
You guys can't shut the fuck up. We're gonna end this fucking show.
By the way, real quick,
20 more minutes.
real quick, NBA, the Pacers, they keep covering, guys.
Yes.
150 points tonight. That's great.
Pacers, watch the Pacers. We're gambling. Watch the total on the Pacers.
Gambling.
LeBron's still the best, and we know it.
All right, so one last thing.
Corduroy is out.
Dude, this hat fucks. This hat fucks, man.
Pacers are 23-10-2 to the over.
Wow.
Hey, but really quick, Monday, tune in. Che and I will be front and center on camera. You'll get to see what our actual
Yes.
relationship is like. I'll be wearing my Michigan jacket. He'll be wearing his fraud Harbaugh shirt. We'll be going at it. It'll be fun. Tune in.
We should get a round table.
Dude, we should. We should.
We should
If only
definitely
I
get
had
a
one.
round table.
Oh, wait, there's one right in there.
All right,
All right,
guys.
boys.
Guys.
One last thing.
Thank you guys. Episode 63. I hope we all entertained you. We appreciate your support. We gave away $1,000.
Congratulations to Brandon Rubio.
Brandon Rubio, you're getting paid. I hope you buy me a corduroy hat. And
I got 5.
Rafa,
That's
any-
it, man.
any words?
Any words? NBA is terrible right now.
Rafa sucks at prize
That's
picks.
it. That's it. And my prize
Play the
pick,
funky
I gave him one
music,
prize
Eddie
pick and the
Money.
guy died.
That killed me.
Look at now, Rafa.